guys are trash. Prem boys. The Prem boys are back. The Prem boys are enjoying Valentine's Day. I love Valentine's Day. It's like Monday 2.0. I said that earlier. I don't know why people... Valentine's Day is a very interesting day because I was people watching today, and you could tell the people that know that they're going home to something or they're coming to something. You can tell the people that are just miserable.
You can tell the men who have the late gift.
Yeah,
just ran out of the shop.
Yeah. Or the men who have forgotten about Valentine's Day in general.
They see a few roses, they're like, whoa, oh shit.
How long did you think it took them to put two and two together? Like,
instantly.
Instant. That's an instant.
Worse.
Shit.
Worse.
What day is it today?
If you live with your significant other and you woke up, you left the house without wishing her a happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but what if you get out a lot earlier than her?
Dan's thinking like, oh, they wake up at the same time, have breakfast together.
Get ready together.
Right? Yeah.
No, there was
white
one
picket fence.
There was one girl that gave it away. She was walking through downtown and red balloons, big bouquet. I was like, damn.
She's trying to stun on everybody in the office.
Like, skipping the step?
Yeah.
That's a power move.
Nah, she bought it for herself.
That's nuts. That is crazy.
Okay, so here's this is not what I was gonna say, but another story. Women love flowers, but that's natural. Last year, a woman in the office, I guess it was her boyfriend or her husband, I don't know what it was, got flowers delivered to the office. The smile on that woman's face the whole day, and the look from the other women.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say it's not the flowers that made her smile.
No, it's because she knew that all the other women were jealous. Yeah.
You never done that before?
That's a human thing.
I've sent someone flowers.
No,
just
power move.
Yeah, well, that's a different side of you.
I'm the one here that loves Valentine's Day. It's a different side of me. I enjoy it. Oh. It's great. I told you I was going to give a random person a flower today just to spark their day up.
I've not done flowers. I've done something else, but not flowers.
Yeah, man.
Like I went to the record shop, got records.
Okay.
And left it on the doorstep so they would get it during the day.
Yeah, that's better. Flowers are overrated.
Allegedly, I did this stuff though. Not.
Oh. What? But Valentine's Day is a problem. I feel like I was on Instagram today. I was like, damn, these people really want to make us single folks feel like shit.
Yeah.
Was it just me? We're all like the footballers doing it.
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah, even Messi posted with
every
his wife.
single one.
Give it a break, Messi.
No, I would do it if I was him too. See his wife? She's a little cutie.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, man. Everyone's stunning today. I was like, shit. I'm not gonna post shit.
How many of those people do you think are just trying to save relationships?
Fabs. Fabs, relax. Relax.
Yeah, I like where he's going with this.
Relax. They're gonna.
I throw rocks at a glass house, okay?
Yeah, I'm telling you, those people are gonna come after you too.
That's fine.
Y'all say some wild shit.
Listen, I'm just honest.
No, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for those that
attempting to save your relationship.
That are attempting to save their relationship. Those that are enjoying the day with their significant other.
Oh yeah, no shots at that.
Nah, but it's different now. I feel like those that I've seen out with their significant others, like they're really trying to like lock it down. But I feel like those that are like have been in a relationship for a while, they're not doing shit. They see right through it.
Yeah, if you've been in a relationship, like I've been in a relationship for 6 years this year. Yeah. Like after the first 2, it was like, okay.
Yeah, you don't do any shit. You're done.
Just enjoy each other. That's it. You don't need to go stand in line for 2 hours to get a meal.
I've seen some dates, and I was like, oh, they're fresh.
Yes.
They've been dating for a bit.
If you go out to a restaurant on Valentine's Day, your relationship is still new.
Yeah. You could tell by the way they hold each other's hands.
Yes.
Like it wasn't locked. She was like kind of holding on, but she's like, just in case.
You're crazy.
Females are sick. You're sick. But it's crazy. It's crazy. Social media really took over today. But I'm happy. Why would you not be happy? It's the day of love. I know you old... Well, I was going to go really far with that. Yeah. You old folks that want to knock it because it's
Hallmark holiday?
Yeah. Who cares? Who cares?
Let the young people get their shit off.
let them get their shit off. Let them send the roses.
They're adding value to the economy.
Let the females indulge.
You're gonna give me that.
You're a math guy.
You're
a math guy. They're adding value to the economy.
let the females indulge in the chocolate. Let them have a day because those days should not be taken for. These days should not be taken for granted.
You're right. There, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
of course I'm right. Those days should not be taken for granted because you don't know the next time you'll get someone dropping you a little rose.
Wow. Take your pen and paper out, boys.
Taking you out for a nice romantic dinner. May not happen on February 14th for a very long time, so you better enjoy it.
It only comes once a year.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying this from the outside looking in. I'm not going on.
Of course.
We're here breaking down what matters.
I'm going to get into an argument because I'm here.
Yeah. Name me another soccer/footy podcast that's out here on Valentine's Day really breaking shit down. I can't think of one.
You hear that?
And if I do, and if you guys can name me one, they're not better than us.
Silence.
Yeah. I just have to get that off right away.
Enjoy the day off, boys.
Let people know. Enjoy the day off. We're here every day. I'm upset, man.
I'm glad you're in my kind of mood.
But I'm not upset over whatever you're upset about. I don't know what you're upset about. I'm scared to find out what you're upset about. I'm upset because people think this is a game. I don't like waking up at 1 a.m. and seeing my mentions and, people taking a few hours to really think of a witty response.
It's only going to get worse.
Trying to come at me. Oh, y'all must be bored. Y'all are still on this Davis. Yeah, we're still on this Davis and Sanchez thing. Because at the start of the season, Buddy was telling us that he's the quote unquote one of the best center backs in the world. I mean, in the Premier League.
Oh, I didn't even see this back and forth.
Well, no, it's just a one.
Oh, it's just a one?
It was just a one-off.
It's a one and done.
I told him, I was like, I got it. I was like, yo, he must be.
Yo, leave him alone, man.
Nah. I'm not leaving him alone. I'm not leaving him alone. Don't come at me, and don't get your little clan to come at me after. Oh, the clan member was like, strange how Faceless handles claim that Faceless. You want to see my face? My face is right here, man. We're not hiding. And when you say, "Oh, you guys is," they're not saying anything. They can say whatever they want on their own account.
Hey, I got my own handle.
They can say whatever they want. I'm letting you know that you were wrong. People don't like to be wrong nowadays.
Oh, no, that's definitely a no.
They don't like to be wrong. I had a Spurs fan tell me that Davinson hasn't had a great year this year.
He's barely played.
Yeah. Oh, the clan.
He was 4th to 4th at one point.
The clan member was telling me that he's better than Toby and he's better than Jan. I was like, oh, okay, this is where
I'll put some money on if they had a fit left back this last match day.
Yeah,
that it would have been Jan, Foyth, and Toby.
Yep. You can't fault Poch for putting older heads ahead of him. I was like, whoa, okay. Alderweireld and Vertonghen have been outplayed by Sanchez with 7 and 9 more years of experience under their belt.
When?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to find some context into why I'm angry here. But he changed his tune. He asked us if we want attention. I don't think.
No.
I don't think I want attention. I said, man, I don't think Davinson Sanchez has produced one solid 90-minute performance since Aaron West attempted to convince us that he was great. I just want you guys to figure that out. There's probably like one or two. I could be lying.
Not enough to put him above the other two guys.
No, I don't know how you could be a great center back and not start for your team.
In a team that sometimes plays with 3 center backs.
That's right. This is crazy. Nah, man. I'm not gonna give him the benefit of the doubt to waste 20 to 25 minutes on him. I just want him to know that when you have that platform and you say silly shit and your buddies, your media buddies kind of laugh it off or are too scared to say anything, or don't want to challenge you on it. I don't know about my two guys right here, but I'm gonna tell you that what you said was silly or stupid or wrong
or all three.
Yeah. No, ain't no one obsessed, but I see you on my timeline and you have this platform and you're going to say that, I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. So just own it. Take the L. Just like if I said something stupid like that, I don't know if you're a man enough to tell me, but you'd be thinking it. But I'm going to tell you. And that's just where it goes. But there's a difference between me and him. And the difference is that, and I guess you guys are both in the same boat since we're doing this, is that we analyze the game. We watch the game. We see what's going on.
A lot of games.
Yeah. But he's a groupie.
He's got his
he's a groupie.
He's got his glasses on, Spurs glasses.
He's a groupie. I saw his little tweet. Oh, I was at the bar and I saw Sane and Bernardo and Mahrez and they saw me and they remembered me from 3 days ago and they dapped me up. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Humble brag.
That's cool. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want Mahrez dabbing me up.
I want Mahrez to finish penalty shots.
I'm not here for Sane to acknowledge me in the local bar. I could care less.
Bernardo used to play for Benfica. I could care less about him.
I don't give a damn if they notice me, man. But there's a difference here. We're here to break shit down. We're here to tell people what's right and what's wrong. We're here not to sugarcoat things. Unfiltered, organic soccer/footy analysis. This is why we're the best soccer/footy podcast in the world, because no one else is doing what we're really doing.
And when I'm wrong, I'll own it.
Yeah. I'm like never wrong, but when I'm wrong,
must be nice to be you.
Yeah. But when I'm wrong, I'll own it. We will own it.
Crystal Palace.
We ain't got nothing to hide. So what if I'm wrong? Okay, next. Like, come on, man.
So do I get a pass when Spurs don't finish third?
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
You don't. But
Damn it, Arsenal aren't going to finish above our Spurs this year. Shit.
Yo, I didn't want to start it like this, but I felt like I had to, just to kind of set the record straight, because a lot of people listen to the podcast from the start. So I want to let them know what they're getting when they come and listen to this product. We're not groupies. This is not no Copa shit. Or Fox. Out of all people, Fox. Come on, man. You know what it is. You know why you are where you are. I'm not going to get into that. We don't need to get into that. The people know. I know. And one day he's going to hear this. I'm not even going to... I could be that guy and just send it to him. And let him know what it is. Because he knows why he is where he is.
That'd be mad petty.
Well, I'm in the mood where I'm kind of mad petty. Let it know where it is. No one's hiding. You want to see a picture of me on my profile? I'm here.
There's a whole Instagram account.
Yeah,
actually,
we're recording. Come on, man. Be a man. Your Davinson hot take sucked. Just move forward, but don't come to me and ask me if I'm obsessed or ask me if I watched so and so games. We watch every game. What are you watching? Because you ain't watching much if you're telling me that Davinson is this and that when he's not. We don't think it. Spurs fans don't think it.
Hey, I don't think he's a bad player.
Poch don't think it. But we never said that he was a bad player.
No.
We just said that he's not the great center back that the Premier League, one of the greater center backs that the Premier League has to offer.
I could probably name like 15 to 20 ahead of him.
For him.
Oh, damn. Y'all are wilding. I didn't go that far. For real? I don't know. I haven't really gone that far. I just know he's not in my top 5.
Not in the Prem, no way.
No. And even in the world. No.
No chance.
No chance.
If he's not,
that's why when I say 15 to 20, I'm talking about in the world.
Hey, man. The Prem is the greatest league
in the world.
to ever come upon us.
I wouldn't take him over the 3 that are at Porto right now.
But nah, man.
But I could have my fan goggles on.
No, but Davinson could pass the ball, and he's recovers well, and he's athletic, and he's great in the air. Come on, man.
So is Killian. And he's...
I know. Aaron should know he's a Juventus fan.
Yeah, of course he is.
But then he supports Arsenal, so they ain't got no defenders.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just really, I know. Whenever I do this, it's on me. It's not a representation of all of us, but
we all speak for ourselves.
Yeah,
I think that's something that shouldn't get lost.
Right. Yeah, but I feel like some people may not know that, So I have to address that so that they know that. Because when he said you guys I was like, yo, they never came at you. But if they wanted to come at you, they could come at you. And they will hit you with more facts than anyone in your clan or any one of your media buddies. I saw Zach. Like, you guys don't even know who Zach is. I saw Zach like his tweet. Zach follows me.
Oh.
I saw Zach like his tweet. And I want to be like, yo, Zach, why don't you tell your mans that you brought onto your Breaking the Line podcast, episode number 2, there's your little plug, Zach, that he's wrong. But Zach ain't saying shit. Zach is, well, let me like it. Aaron's got more clout, which is cool. I get it.
Makes sense.
It's a media thing to do. But that media thing can only take you so far when you ain't speaking. And when you're not, when what you're saying doesn't really add up. But I don't expect anything from a former Fox / Copa because I know what they're about. And they're not bringing what we're bringing. And that's the difference, man. So I just hope that you really understand that. And yeah, I may send it to him because I'm petty. Maybe like, oh, nah, man, this is real. Like, don't come to me and say that and then send your little fanboys to try and then the fanboy was like, switch. Oh, well, yeah, maybe this guy does make sense even though he doesn't have his face on his Twitter. Shut up, man. Don't come at me at 1 a.m. in the morning. Like, I got shit to do.
You know what we're doing at 1 a.m. in the morning?
I got games to watch and videos to make.
And Fab's got to edit them.
Yeah.
Well, I chose not to at 3 a.m. this morning.
Yeah. It was Valentine's.
I almost fought Fabs.
I know he did.
I was going to pull up to his house. Like, he stopped messaging. I was like, yo.
That's when you know I rolled over and went back to
yo, man, it's done. So, yeah, you guys coming to me at, like, while I'm doing the video and just trying to send me all this nonsense. Like, yo, man, Aaron, come collect your fanboys.
Well, on that note, it's great to see you guys again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. It's great. It's great. I'm happy.
Fabs, play that entrance music.
two times in a week. 2 times in a week. It doesn't get better than that. Valentine's Day, everyone's in love. Everyone's in the mood, and we're here doing what we do best. And it was a great week.
Phenomenal.
How it was.
Yeah. Dan's mad. Fabs is here.
Depending what you guys say about Porto, I might get mad.
Oh, you know what we say. You know what we say about that.
Shit. Yeah.
You know what we say about that. But yeah, man, I just have to get off my chest before we really get into this. So with that being said, Fabs, are the mics on?
Yep.
That camera better be on.
Oh, it definitely is.
And that soundboard better be hitting those gunshots because it's one of those days. I told you guys on Monday that I was not playing, and it's going through until 2019's over. We need to start telling people what it really is. We're going to start that right now. So with that being said, Fabs, if the mics are on, the camera's on, everything's on. It's the InnerViews Podcast, episode number 58, live and direct from Toronto, Ontario. We survived the snowstorm, the ice storm, the hailstorm, the rainstorm. We survived everything. We're here Thursday evening, and when we're here on Thursdays, that means that something important happened in midweek, and that was the Champions League, because the Champions League is back, the round of 16, the first batch of the first leg games, and we are going to break it down because there's a lot to break down. There were 4 very good games. Well, not the best games, because I feel like, UEFA's trash. How are they going to put those 4 games and then hit us with everything next week?
I thought they were, across the board, they were okay.
Well, you lied.
No, they were decent. There's nothing where I was sort of like struggling to get through the full 90.
Okay, fair. I guess. Dan, do you agree?
I feel like it was fairly balanced.
Yeah. I mean, I think each match day had one game that was better than the other. Or one, let's say one game that you would watch live and one game you would watch not live.
Well, I hope so. I hope so, Dad.
Unless you're simulcasting everything.
No, and I don't support the zone. So,
oh, you hate it. You see, they're gonna get you.
I don't care. Come after me.
They're gonna get you. I'm not defending you, eh?
That's fine.
Would you sign up next year?
The zone got
they're gonna make you pay double.
The zone's got the bag.
They're gonna be like Capobianco, double.
Yeah.
Put some interest on that.
No, but obviously the better matches come the following week.
Okay.
Yes.
The upcoming week.
Yes.
When you have Barca, Liverpool, Bayern all play on the same match day.
Yeah.
And 2 of which play against each other. You got Juventus, Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Those are probably the go-to.
That's all I'm saying. They could have mixed it better. Anyhow, I'm here with two of my great friends that really know what they're talking about and kind of keep me in check. To the left of me is Fabs. To the right of me is Dan. I know how you guys are. I'm not asking you because every time I ask you, I don't get the answer that I want to hear. One day, I hope you guys will surprise me. But did you guys enjoy the games this week?
I did. I thought, to Fabs' point, I thought each match day had its own kind of unique storyline to it. We'll get to it. But
is that why you're upset?
No.
Okay, fair. I'm gonna keep asking you until you tell us.
Is your anger game related?
No.
Oh, it's not.
Okay. Well, we're waiting.
Wow. Okay.
You guys have a good week. I know I saw you guys Monday. I know you guys had to deal with the snow and the rain and everything that Mother Nature tried to hit you with, but you guys stood tall. You're here with the best soccer podcast in the world, providing you with organic, unfiltered soccer analysis. So yeah, how are you guys?
I feel like global warming might really be a thing.
I think people are just soft.
Here we go.
People are soft.
The guy who walks to work.
You're damn right.
And he doesn't have to commute in it at all.
You know what? I commuted for 5 long years. And you know what? People have gotten soft. Schools have gotten soft. They closed because it snowed. We live in fucking Canada. Get your ass out and get to work.
I feel bad for Dan's kids.
Yeah.
What if I have them?
I was going to say we picked the wrong profession. I should have became a teacher.
Yeah. Because if it snows, you're not going to work.
To be fair, it was like the first time they closed all the schools in a long time.
2 days in a row.
Yep.
No, they closed the schools one time.
No, the next day they closed.
No, not the Catholic school. Well, at least not the Catholic one.
They've been doing it outside of Toronto on a regular.
Outside Toronto's steady.
Yeah.
Yeah, but up north it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
2 days of snow day.
No, up by me. They're closing.
Really?
It. Yeah.
Wow.
See?
I was like, my brother's never going to school. Why are you home?
You guys are the old people hating on the young kids being home.
Just get your ass to school.
Let them stay home.
Nah.
When you were a kid, you were dying for one of those days.
I know, and it never came.
If I got to stay home and play Xbox all day, I would have been so happy.
Yeah, but it never came, so I'm big-hated. I don't care.
I'm an adult, and I still want to stay home and play PlayStation all day.
Listen, one day, hey, you and I, we're going to play FIFA one of these days.
You get waxed.
I just need to buy the next controller.
You guys are slack.
I'll bring my own.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I'm asking you guys how your week is, and you guys are talking about FIFA. Your week was good?
The week was good.
Yeah, that's how you know our week was good, because we're talking about FIFA.
Yeah.
Did you guys enjoy your Valentine's Day?
Well, I'm spending it here with you,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
That's
maybe
enough.
when these mics and cameras go off, the lights are going to dim.
Yeah, I actually got you guys a gift, but it came too late.
Oh.
Yeah, the mail guys kind of slipped up, so you guys will get it on Monday.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to reward you guys, boss, and let you guys know what it is. But
Did you sign some sort of contract that we don't know, we're not privy to,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
We get
man.
the bag?
Yeah, man, we got the bag.
that came faster than I thought?
Yeah. Why do you think I had to get at homeboy over there?
Now it's all making sense.
Let him know that
Okay.
yeah, I'm not playing. Like
Now it's
we're
all
coming.
making-
We're coming for your head. No, we ain't get no bag.
Oh, okay.
They don't want us to win yet. Not yet. Soon.
It can't be that easy.
But yeah, man. Whether we survived, everything is good. Nothing else really happened in your lives. Everything was fine.
Oh, they caught the chair girl.
They caught the chair girl. Shout out to her for
Her
turning
promising
herself in.
her promising modeling career will commence.
Shout out to her for y'all are hating, but
There's like no repercussions. She's gonna be like, who cares?
She had no remorse today. I saw her on CTV or CP24, whatever that was. She was coming out of the courthouse.
I want to know who the friend was that posted it.
no, you don't.
Yeah, who baited her out?
No, you don't. You don't want to know the friend. I don't want to know the friend.
But you know what? I
So
bet you that. I bet.
Are
I
they
bet
still
you that-
friends?
Yeah, of course. Because I bet you that friend posted it on there thinking nothing of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll just
obviously.
post this video of you throwing a chair off the
Do you know
a balcony?
Do you know if the friend is a male or a female?
I have no idea.
Exactly. I don't want to know the friend. I definitely don't want to know
Whoever the friend is stupid. They should have used Snapchat.
I don't want to know the friend.
It
I
would've
don't.
disappeared.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
She's
I have an inquiring mind.
You have say that again.
I have an inquiring
Okay,
mind.
fair
I'd like
enough.
to know the friend.
I want to know. She looked totally different in that video. I just want. I just want to get that clear.
When you're on a 12-hour rager and it's 10 o'clock Saturday morning and you've been out since 8 the night before.
No, she looked like she threw the chair off, got a glow up, and then turned herself in. Those are two completely different people. I just want to get that clear.
Well, when you know you're going to be all over the news, you
Yeah,
might as
Yeah,
well.
you gotta
Yeah.
doll yourself up.
Yeah, man. Everyone knows she's low key looking good, but that's for.
She probably fixed up the Instagram page.
Yeah.
Deleted some stuff.
No, she deleted her page.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a fake page up there with
Oh.
all the pictures. I don't know where those people got those photos from.
That's wild. That somebody went and made a fake page for her
Yeah.
instantly.
And it's crazy, but she's stupid because she could have just because on the fake page people are like bashing her and they're idiots because they don't know that it's a fake page. But if she didn't want that, I'm pretty sure her lawyer probably told her to take it down. But if she didn't want comments, she could have just disabled the comments, and disabled the DMs,
Right.
or made it private.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's a strategic move from the lawyer. So
Her DMs must be ridiculous right now.
well, the fake one, yeah, of course.
If she had her other one open.
Oh yeah, it would be nuts.
Can you imagine?
I wouldn't even. Yeah, man.
But you know what? You know how much money she's gonna make just by doing those TV appearances that are coming?
For what?
Okay, nobody wants to interview the chair girl.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna interview the chair girl.
For what? What were you thinking?
Yeah.
What was going through your mind when you picked up that chair and wanted to cause terror to the Toronto streets?
Well, I could tell you what she was thinking. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, man.
beginning and end of that.
We talked about the Grammys because the Grammys on Sunday. All-Star Weekend this weekend. You guys doing anything for All-Star Weekend?
No. Is that the basketball one?
I will give the
you made
NBA.
that.
I
You
will
made
give.
Yeah,
I will
it's
give.
NBA, right?
Yeah.
I
I
kind of
will
like.
give. I was gonna
but-
say I will give the NBA credit. They do have the best All-Star Weekend in terms of events and
Yeah.
the whole weekend because nobody watches the hockey.
No.
Baseball one.
That's Tuchel's on.
That's what I mean. See, baseball one still has some significance because they get the home field advantage in
Yes.
the World Series. So in terms of significance, that one has the most significance. But I think in terms of star value, because it also goes hand in hand with the culture.
Yeah.
And all the stars come out.
Yeah.
Which stars do you see at the NHL or
None.
the MLB?
None.
Yeah.
They wheel out the old guy who just made it into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
The Pro Bowl.
Yeah. The Pro Bowl, they play it before the Super Bowl,
Yeah,
which
right.
is crazy to me.
Yeah, man. It's All-Star Weekend. I haven't really taken it in since it was in Toronto, which was the coldest weekend by far. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah, it was like -40 that weekend.
Yeah, man. I had my little Civic. I remember. I never told you the story where I missed the dunk off because I went to Krispy Kreme
Yes.
in 15
yes.
minutes. And
Oh yeah, I remember that.
-40. I let my car warm up for like half an hour. Had to.
You were committed to those donuts.
Yeah, man. Those were the days. So I don't know. This weekend I feel like it's a long weekend.
Yes.
Fabs is saying that we don't have much work to do. You guys should do something. Not with me, but you you guys should do something. Enjoy it.
Okay, maybe I will. Then I'll come back with a story.
There you go.
Well, I didn't say all that. You can behave yourself.
I'm
Enjoy it.
I'm going to Hamilton.
Why does everyone feel like now that they got to not behave themselves to have a story?
Oh no, you can behave yourself and
I'm
stuff.
playing. Yeah. No, so a lot of people don't think that.
Really?
Yeah. Why do you think the chair girl did what she did?
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
fair. There wouldn't have been a story if she sat
Yeah.
on the chair and not threw it over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you think she was trying to accomplish when she threw it off the chair?
Yeah.
People are jumping off condos. and-
Strategic marketing,
yeah.
climbing cranes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jumping onto the tracks.
Yeah, whatever.
No, yeah, it is what it is. City of Toronto, folks, don't come here. It's cold, and we get all types of storms. And yeah, ain't no one really trying to be here. Everyone's trying to catch a flight out. So, you guys have anything else to really say?
Nah, man.
I know this is like our kind of condensed podcast that will like, end up being like 5 hours anyway, so
Yeah.
it don't really matter. But kind of just want to see what you guys are saying. You know, it's a great day. It's the day of love.
You want to talk about the Valentine's Day so bad.
Yeah, but then I feel like I'm gonna cross so many lines, so I'm gonna chill.
I want your single guy insight to Valentine's Day.
My single guy insight to Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I already told you guys, it's a great day that I think is obviously given a bad name because of what the companies try to do, their agenda to push it. But you know, just because you should love someone 365 days doesn't mean you could take one day to really, you know, show appreciation to your queen
To your queen.
or your king. You know, doesn't matter. Just do it. Stop complaining and being upset. And shout out to all the single people out there that are holding it down while, you know, everyone else is flooding the gram.
Yeah.
And shout out to those that are flooding it and, you know, actually in love.
Shout out to the lovers that became friends and the friends that became lovers today.
Wow.
Whoa, at the like together?
No, different people.
Nah, man. Lovers that turn into friends and will never want to be friends.
Can you be?
You can be friends that turn to lovers, but you don't want to be lovers that turn to friends.
Oh,
Because that means it's it.
I feel like it happens. I feel like it happens.
Oh, it happens more than you think.
See, that's what I mean.
That's a problem.
That's what I'm saying. Shout
Yeah.
out to those people.
Yeah, feel for you. Holding it down for you too. That's
To
what
the
we're.
or to the friends that took a shot.
Nah.
And screwed
Took
up.
a shot at love. No.
Oh.
And it worked out.
Screwed up. Shout out to everyone that's out right now, doing whatever they got to do. Whatever, man. Y'all enjoy your day. That's all I got to say. No hate here. Maybe,
Zero.
Maybe hate to the right or to the left. Nah, left's cool. Dad ain't saying nothing.
Definitely to the right.
So Dad is not having it. Dad's upset. Dad's upset, which means we really got to get to some shit because I want to know why he's upset. It's really getting to me, you know.
I agree.
And Dad, he ain't saying anything now, so
He's holding out on us.
yeah.
No, let's move on from
It's
this
to-
Valentine's Day bullshit.
And on that
And
note,
on that note, well, since you guys really have nothing else to say, I don't think anything really happened these last 2 days. So
no, nothing of note.
yeah. Apparently, last thing is the government's gonna shut down again in the States.
Hey,
Wow. That's all I know.
Did you see that one picture of like the little kid working at TSA?
What?
Yeah, like the last time they shut down,
Yeah.
there was a picture of like a little kid who was like 12. Somebody must have brought their kid to work.
Oh.
And he had the little blue gloves on.
Hey.
He had the button up.
Get your bag, young king. That's
I'm sure he wasesn't getting paid.
I know he was not.
If his pops wasn't getting paid, he wasn't. I can guarantee that
Get your
much.
community service, young fellow.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do.
I definitely lied about that when I was in school.
oh, so did I.
I just got somebody to sign it off.
Me too.
Oh, y'all are trash.
Me too. I did my 40 hours while working at a soccer camp,
You guys
getting paid.
You guys
Okay.
are terrible. I did my fucking whatever, man. I'm not getting into this. Like, you guys, whatever. Well, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, that shout out to those. No, not shout out to the government getting shut down. But that's all I really remember. We're not talking about NBA or anything else, other sports. Those sports don't matter. This is the best sport, and we are the best soccer/footy podcast breaking down that sport, organic, unfiltered soccer analysis. Shout out to the YouTube subscribers. We appreciate you. Keep doing your thing. Keep sharing our page with all of your other subscribers and friends. Shout out to the Facebook likers and followers. Like and follow and like. Shout out to those on Twitter, except for Aaron because he's hating. And we hope that you enjoy our thoughts. And if you don't like them, feel free to add us. And if you do, well, let us know that you like it and that you agree with it. Shout out to those on Instagram that like the swaggy photos. We're trying to get to that, but it's really cold and we're kind of taking a break. It's hibernation season, so we're not all about that. Shout out to the lovers. Shout out to the friends. Shout out to the independent women, independent men, the hard workers. Shout out to those kids in school that are on reading week. Shout out to everyone that's really trying to get the bag. Shout out to Dan because I don't know, he's not in the mood. Shout out to those that are in the mood. Shout out to those with the vibes. Shout out to everyone just enjoying life. And shout out to those that are hating winter like I am because, I feel you.
I agree.
I feel all of them. Shout out to the Toronto Soccer Podcast, all the Toronto podcasts, Clip Draw Gang, Grizz Gang, Fabs is the Hea class that have been really quiet lately. Shout out to the rebrand boys. We haven't heard from you in a while. We're waiting for the rebrand. We're really waiting for it. And shout out to Aaron. Keep doing you. And with that being said, since we've shouted out everyone, did I miss anyone that we should have shouted out?
No.
Shout out to Laura.
Okay. Give her a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to the Capses. Shout out to the Fabses with 2 S's.
Why does that guy have 2 S's in his name?
I'm telling you, someone's gonna hear you
I'm
out
waiting
for that.
for it. Yeah.
You think you're cool because you got the 2 S's?
It's definitely gonna happen.
Nah, man, I'm fighting. That's
It's gonna be one of your guys' cronies.
That's when I'm jumping in. I'm jumping in. Don't talk to my bads about that.
You're faceless.
Yeah.
Turn around in your profile picture. I want to see your face.
Keep using the logo.
Yo, as a man, I never want to see another man's face.
Yeah.
Okay, don't ask to see
This
my
loser. Don't come to me.
face. Get that shit
Yeah,
out
man.
of here.
Yeah.
What importance does my face have
Yeah.
to say with my words?
And then agrees. Like,
Ah.
come on, buddy. Get out of here.
Keep that same energy.
Yeah.
But never mind.
Anyways, with that being said, we shout out everyone that needs to be shout out. If we missed you, well, we'll get you next week.
We're back on Monday.
We're back on Monday, breaking out everything that else that mattered. With that being said, since no one else has anything to say and we got a few games that we need to break down, Fabs, you know what time it is. It's the InnerViews Podcast, episode number 58. I'm pretty sure it's 58.
Yep.
The Champions League is back. We're back for the second time this week. which means that we really, really, really got to get into our bag. And I don't know where we're starting because all the games sucked.
Wow.
In my personal opinion.
It's like that, eh?
Yeah, they were cool. They were nice. They were cute.
They were cute.
Yeah. Whenever someone says a game is cute, that means that you probably shouldn't watch it.
So what you're saying is you didn't learn much from any of the games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, it's been episode 58 of the InnerViews Podcast.
We appreciate it. Yeah.
And this whole thing was just his rant at the beginning. That's it.
We just came here to rant and get Aaron the hell out of here. Well, we know he's going to stay here. I guess we'll start with PSG.
Yeah, it's a good place.
I guess we'll start with PSG.
I'm still trying to figure out what Dan's mad about. Does it have to do with PSG?
What? No, I
Okay, he's just mad.
He's just mad because of Valentine's Day.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's fair.
You're like the Grinch
That's
of
fine.
February.
We got to come up with a word for that.
Dan likes Family Day, so he'll be happy soon.
Yeah, okay.
Anyhow,
PSG.
Paris Saint-Germain. I don't know if that's how they say it, but I'm going to say it like that. Okay. Anyhow, you guys surprised, man?
no.
You guys surprised?
Surprised? No. I think based off the lineups themselves with how many people PSG were missing, I thought United would have done better. Because you had a midfield of a center back and a guy who's busy dancing on Instagram and singing and who isn't worried about playing the game anymore. And they outclassed the other three guys on the other side.
Effortlessly.
I think that second half, and I've read on Twitter, I've seen some other YouTube videos where they said that
You don't watch ours.
Play it. I'm in it. So that PSG put on a masterclass performance. I don't think I want to go that far, but that second half, they were a class above United. United played well in the first half, but that second half, that United team was, I don't want to say back to what we saw under Mourinho, but listen, PSG is a much better team than who they've played the last 3.5 weeks in the Premier League.
3?
4.5
2 months?
Yeah, I was being generous.
Yeah.
This was a step up, and you know what? United showed me the type of team that they are, and they are where they are in the Premier League, 4th. They are miles behind that PSG team. Miles behind.
What's crazy here, and I've been waiting for this based off the fact that I've been telling y'all that I haven't seen anything from this United side to suggest that they're much better, infinitely better than what they were prior to Mourinho leaving. And they kind of showed me that, yeah, they have the energy. Solskjaer wants to use that pace. He wants to utilize it. But again, leaders, controllers, and just that extra bit of quality, that experience, they don't really have it. And I don't think they were that great in the first half either. I thought the game was poor. I thought the quality was poor. I thought there was a lot of misplaced passes. I thought obviously the bright spot was PSG's midfield.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not. And why I feel like that's so important is because, yeah, I'm going back to Paul. And I have Paul on Instagram, different man now. Different vibes from Paul.
He's a father, soon to be.
Okay, I don't care about his family life.
Oh, that's where we were going.
I hope he's a better father than he is a football player.
Oh, Jesus.
But,
Wow.
I just you do all that, Paul, and then you get the big stage. The stage is set for you. Because I don't think in the one big game that they played where it was a full lineup, I don't think he played better than that Spurs midfield. And that's kind of like a makeshift Spurs midfield. But no one really said anything because De Gea kind of stole the show.
Yep.
But now he gets another opportunity to play against a midfield that realistically isn't that great.
He should have killed that midfield.
If Paul is what people are saying Paul is, and this is Paul playing 20 yards further
Right.
This is Paul playing in his preferred role with the encouragement of a manager that believes in him and allows him to express himself. Paul should be killing them. Paul should be taking over that game. Against Marquinhos, yes, he should. Marquinhos tracked the hell out of him and locked him down. But why are we not talking about that? To me, that was the biggest thing, is that you got shut down by Marquinhos.
Because it's still Mourinho's fault that now they lose.
You saw that, right?
Oh my!
It's crazy to me how they're still including him.
I thought they were going to go as far as to say that it was Moyes' fault.
Yeah. at this point, you might as well. You might as well kill Moyes and Van Gaal.
Ferguson's fault.
Yeah.
That he left.
Yeah.
It's everybody other than Ollie's fault.
Yeah.
I guess. Which is a nice position for him to be in.
Yeah.
Because you could do no wrong at this point. They just blame everybody else.
Yeah. But you got shut down by Marquinhos. And this is why I can't take what people tell me about this guy. Because I don't care if he's, because over the weekend I was like, oh, well, Paul Pogba could score 20 league goals. I don't give a damn. I don't care about his stutter step PKs. I don't care that he beats down the inferior of the inferior sides in the Premier League. But this was your chance, Paul. This is where we judge the greatest players. Paul thinks he's a great player. People believe he's a great player. They market him to be this great player. You got shut down by Marquinhos. The other player there, Verratti, who is in a similar position as you.
Verratti had a fantastic game.
And that's the difference. When the stage was set, Verratti, when you look at his performances in Europe over the past few seasons, at this stage, he hasn't performed.
No.
He hasn't delivered.
Usually gets sent off.
And yeah, that's his story. And he took this opportunity with Marquinhos.
Yeah.
And he showed you what you got to do. And you, out of all people, you should not let Marco Verratti show you what you have to do. A Marco Verratti who just came back from injury. I don't even know if he was 100% fit.
He wasn't. He was only
supposed to play.
Yeah.
He could only
Like
go
60 minutes.
60 minutes.
Yeah.
And Paul, in the form of his life, everything that he had wanted that he wasn't getting from Mourinho, drops that. And that's a 0 out of 10.
And to add to what you just said, and to what Fab just alluded to, he didn't have a great game, but to make things worse, he gets himself sent off.
That was a bad tackle.
It was a bad tackle. And I saw people saying, oh, wasn't that? Look, I would love to stomp on Dani Alves as well. I'm sure I would be in line with many others, but that's not just a yellow, that's a straight red.
Danny gonna kill you too.
I don't care. You know what? Dani Alves.
I'm snitching.
He's gonna samba his way straight to your fade. That's what he's gonna do.
Send it home.
I'm snitching on you.
That's a straight red. So not only does he play poor in the first leg, he gives himself no way of being on that field in that second leg. And this tie is pretty much over now. I don't see them going to Paris and scoring 2-3 goals. No, I don't see it happening.
The problem I don't see is the problem for me is not them scoring the goals; it's them not conceding at this point.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
even they have no answer from Mbappe. There's not a soul on that United side that's going to stop him. Unless they foul him at every opportunity and chance they get. That's their only way of doing it.
That first goal that he scores, first or second? Second one. That man has genuine pace. Now,
he killed Lindelof before that and Ashley Young.
Yeah. He times that run to absolute perfection, and when he takes off, and that United team could not stop his pace. To be fair, and I've chopped down many of men when I've played in center defense. They were better off fouling him before he got any sort of momentum. Foul him at half.
Oh no, he's too quick.
Foul him.
They didn't even see him.
Lindelof tried, but blink of an eye, he's gone.
3 steps, he's gone.
Yeah,
that's all he needs, right?
where you were talking about Pogba having a chance to showcase himself, I think this was a chance for, and I think he took it, and Mbappe a chance to showcase himself, playing at Old Trafford, all of that mystique of that atmosphere. You know what? If you want to have a good game, that's not a bad place to do it. And Mbappe put that team on his back without Cavani, without Neymar. Really, he was the guy who put on a show. And credit to that other head case, Di Maria. He had a good game as well.
Yo, did you see the celebration? You see the celebration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping he was going to drink
He's
that beer.
catching a fine too, for sure.
Oh, yeah,
for
he
all
is.
that.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, they
If they're cussing me out all game, what
Yeah.
response do you think you're gonna get?
yeah. They were really killing him.
Oh yeah.
When they threw the bottle at him and then you see them all pointing, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
I want to know what they're saying.
Yeah.
Where are the subtitles?
Yeah, like come on, man, increase that mic.
And by the way, shout out to Gigi Buffon, 41 years old, maybe 91. I don't know how old he is now. He didn't make a save that game.
You want to the thing about him, and I think Areola's a good keeper, and probably you could say that maybe he's a bit underrated, but I feel like just Buffon's presence
is helping him.
Yeah,
I think that gets underestimated by fans and onlookers, by goalies. It's not always the saves they make; it's how they organize the defense.
Yeah.
Because he, like you said, he didn't make a save, but I'm sure he was probably the most vocal guy on that pitch.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be in what you do between the sticks. It's your voice, it's your presence, it's everything, right? And we know that with everything that he's won, he, especially in the Champions League as well, he knows a thing or two, right?
I just feel like they feel more comfortable and at ease with him back there.
And that's a fairly, barring Thiago Silva, you have Kimpembe and Kyer, those are two young kids too, right?
Oh, by the way, Kimpembe did his best to try to get sent off too.
Oh, for the Rashford?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you can say the same about Young.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
So that's why I try not to even get involved in all those arguments about yellow cards accumulation and fouls and this and that. It goes both ways. I think it was United they weren't ready. They aren't ready. This isn't Huddersfield. This isn't Cardiff. This is a quality European side. Yes, you're missing countless players, but these are teams that have multiple options, not only in attack, but in midfield. Teams that can defend. Teams that can play both sides of the ball. I think Tuchel gets a ton of respect.
Yeah.
He was, for me, somebody that I didn't really pay too much attention to. But going back, watching some PSG games and how he's been able to get this team they were the second undefeated team until Lyon.
Yep.
But this team's ticking. Like, they're walking away with the league. Yeah, it's gone a little bit closer recently, but this is his first go at it. I think you need to be given credit. We've seen a lot of managers in their first 6 months not be able to achieve what he's achieved. Yes, he's PSG in that league, but he's proving to now get it done in Europe as well.
Yeah.
He got himself out of the most difficult group, right? So that he needs to be applauded for that, I think.
Can we say that for the first time all season, Ollie was outcoached?
No, I'm not going to say the first time.
No, in the Champions League, sorry. I think
he only had the one Champions League. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Because he wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, he may only have two.
Yeah.
I agree with you on the Mbappe point, and coming from someone who's not killed him, but try to put some perspective into the fact that he's very young and he's not as good as people think he is. That was a great way to kind of silence that noise for a bit, because I don't think he's the natural center forward at this moment. Obviously, he can play there, but I don't think that's his best position. And I thought that, given obviously United have their issues as well, I thought he did fine. He did very good. Big European night. He's not afraid of them. And that's why this last time I'm mentioning Pogba, this wasn't his first go around either. He's played in big Champions League games before. Mm-hmm. So these lights should have not scared him, or they shouldn't have anything to do with his performance.
But is it simply on him, or did Tuchel just set things up to negate anything that United midfield could do?
Oh man, I understand Marquinhos is following you, but I don't know. It goes both hand in hand.
Because like Sanchez came into the game and didn't do a thing. Marcus wasn't doing anything. Jesse wasn't doing like
The thing is that they had their breaks in the first half. It's just the quality was poor. They were misplacing passes. Like they had their
Did he bring in
little moments.
Did he bring in Rom too late?
I think that could be a case, but I just don't think he's a fan.
well, he has barely been touched. Been given him minutes.
Yeah.
He
The whole time
he's
he's been
going
a
for
manager.
he's going for the pace and the energy.
Yeah.
And Rom doesn't offer that to him. Rom could do that on the right. We've
Yeah.
seen it happen,
Yeah.
but
And I don't think he wants to play Lukaku with somebody in behind him.
No.
Yeah.
Because now
No.
you lose one of those midfielders.
Yes.
And then now you're really going to get dominated in midfield
yeah.
if you're losing a body.
With PSG, I noticed that they don't really got a bench. I was like,
Not with all these guys out. Nope.
No.
anyhow they dropped that kill. I was like, yo, damn, they couldn't bring anyone to save them. They had Choupo-Moting, Diaby,
And Kuku.
and Kunku,
Yeah.
and yeah,
That kid that came
they
in,
came in.
He's barely played all year.
Yeah.
They don't got no one.
No.
They just signed Paredes.
Yes.
they don't have a soul. That's a scary thought. But
Is Cavani fit for that second leg? It's in 3 weeks.
I think you got to just take it like week by week
Yeah.
and see.
I think he should be fine more so than Neymar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially I think with the scoreline the way it is, why would you even risk
Yeah.
Neymar at this point?
You beat me to it.
Because the quarterfinals would be when? Would probably be not for at least another 4 to 5 weeks,
Right.
right? I'd assume at the bare minimum 5 weeks.
Mhm.
So if you give Neymar 5 weeks to recover and he can come back fully to 90% fit, maybe with a couple games, that is a game changer. And I would like to see that because we've really yet to see him in full stride for PSG in the Champions League night,
Neymar?
right?
Yeah, only the group stage.
Yeah, group stage.
Only the group stage. Because last year, obviously, he got hurt and that didn't go well. So, yeah, only the group stage.
So it's time for him to also show us if he can what he can do on a night like that.
Yeah.
Because now you don't have Messi, you don't have Suarez
Yeah.
on a European night. You are the guy. You have to be the guy.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about that, but I do get where you're coming from. We have to see it, right? But I personally think that he should be fine if he's fit.
Yeah, that's just the biggest question if he's fit.
Yeah.
Or if he has like his mom or dad's birthday coming up or something.
Yo, man, never miss it. I can't even knock him for that. Still, I can't. Parents come first. But yeah, man, it puts United obviously in a difficult situation now.
Is there
And
any way we see United bringing this back?
Dan just killed him and said no.
I don't think so. I no.
To be honest, I would be very surprised.
So-
I'd be very surprised.
Thomas will know how to.
See out the game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not. If it
Oh,
was
well, I don't know about that either.
no, there's enough experience in that team. When you
Yeah.
talk about Thiago Silva, Buffon, even that head case Dani Alves,
Juan Bernat,
right? There's enough
Marquinhos.
there's enough old heads in there that they won't let something like this slip away.
Does an early goal for United make him think twice?
Yeah,
Sure,
but it's one of those things where I agree with you, and I just don't know how PSG doesn't score.
That's my thing.
I don't know how United outscore them, there.
Especially when they're pushing bodies forward.
Yeah.
Right.
I already seen them get killed in transition in this game. So
Yeah. So,
Now you're going to open that game up for Mbappe to run at you. No.
even Draxler had himself another a decent little game.
Yes.
yeah,
And he's somebody who's sort of gone over there and not hit the heights that I guess he imagined.
Mhm.
He was supposed to be the next very good German player, and
it kind of fizzled out, right?
even internationally, club level, just it hasn't panned out for him. So it was nice to see him sort of play a good game again.
No, I agree with that fully. It's interesting. Thomas, and in the past, Thomas has kind of left us with some very open games, but they have looked better in terms of how they approach games. So I guess I can't really knock Dan either for thinking that they've been a bit more organized and a bit more professional in Europe throughout this entire competition, right? Except for those, obviously, their away trips, which is why I feel like this was very important.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they went to Naples and when they went to Anfield, although they could have won those games, it just, the performance wasn't really all there. And although I think that it was still a very sloppy / poor game, the second half was much better. And that was what you want to see from PSG, right? So it's sad because, you know, a lot of people were happy about the new manager drip, the new manager bounce.
Hey, it only lasts so long.
They thought it was going to be forever, permanent. Ollie at the wheel, right?
Well, the English media is just dying that they might lose another English team. That's the last thing they want, right?
Yeah.
Because then it goes against their narrative.
That the Premier League
Best
is
team in the world.
the best league to ever grace the planet. You know that everyone watches it, and when we say it's the best and we bring in the best players that aren't English, you know what time it is. According to John and Jim and Martin and Danny and Gary and Jamie and whoever these other losers are.
You know a lot of those names.
I know.
Yeah, man, they piss me off. tired of hearing them. The greatest spectacle on the planet. Never a dull moment. Anyhow, tired of talking about those losers. You guys are done with PSG. You're done with United. What else? Who else graced?
Do you want to stay in that match day or no?
I don't really care.
Okay.
Or you can go to the other English team.
Spurs.
Sure.
Spurs.
Spurs.
Oh my God.
Son, my boy.
Spurs. Nah, man.
I think
I'm sick of him.
Go ahead.
Of him?
Yeah, I'm sick of him.
Why? It's been fantastic.
People are taking it to another level, though.
I'm sick of him.
I read something on Twitter which said, should he be in the conversation for the world's best?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sick of him.
Okay.
Like, that needs to just stop really
I
quickly.
I do think Spurs got a nice little deal for him when they did buy him.
Yeah,
I
of
think they got him
course.
at like 23. He was 23 years old.
Yeah.
I do think he's a system player.
No, he's been really good for that team.
I don't think he really does much.
Oh, no, he does.
But he's scoring.
Lots.
Well, that's all that matters at this point.
Yeah, because they need people to put the
No,
ball
I
in
don't. I
net.
don't think he's doing lots.
You don't think so?
No.
I could see what you mean. Like
Right.
in terms of the impact that he has on the game.
He's decisive. He's been decisive
He has the killer instinct in front of goal.
thanks to his pace and
It puts him in great position.
Yes.
yeah, that's all he has.
But we,
No, I'm playing. But that's a lot of that's what's really going for him.
Yes.
So
do I think he's vital? No.
Right now, to that Spurs team, he's vital.
I think he's in the best position that he'll ever be in, and it doesn't get higher than this for him.
I think he's in a good run of form.
Yes, but he's with Kane and Ali out. He's
In that sense, yeah.
That's
of
what I'm
course.
saying. Oh, I thought you were asking
no,
me, is he
no.
vital right now?
Oh no, he was vital with
Yeah.
with them there, because they weren't really doing.
Yeah, but as time goes on, he's not the most vital player to Spurs.
Oh, we don't know that anymore.
No,
We don't know that anymore.
he's not going to be more vital than Harry Kane.
Well, Harry's getting a rest now. So, Harry looked dead before he got injured.
When he comes
He
back.
gave himself his own summer holidays.
Yes.
Don't hit me with the when he comes back. Because if he comes back and Harry's not scoring goals, I'm gonna come right back to you and tell you he's back.
That's
And he's
fine
not
because
scoring.
that would mean Spurs are not in the top 3, and I'm screwed anyway.
Yeah. No.
Son's picking up the slack. That's what he's doing at
Yes.
this point. The same way when the season started, Lucas was off to a heater.
Right.
And he had a great start to the season.
But we knew. I knew at least that was gonna happen because that's what's been their MO throughout Pochettino's time. There is that whenever Kane has gone down, Ali has stepped up. When Ali's gone down, Son has stepped up. Eriksen chips in a bit. That's kind of just how it goes, right, for them.
But was this game more about how well Spurs played or how poor Dortmund is?
That Dortmund side was trash.
Okay, so that's
No,
what
I'm not saying the performance wasn't great, but that starting lineup is not their best starting lineup.
right. I agree with you, but we have to analyze it with what's out there.
I just don't think they're ready. I think they learned a valuable lesson that everybody should have learned the valuable lesson that there's a reason why the same teams year after year achieve certain things in this competition. You have to be of a certain ilk to win these games.
A certain what?
Ilk.
Wow, I like that one.
Well, and we'll get to that with Madrid in a bit, but continue.
Like, there's a reason why we don't see a lot of younger sides progress very far in this tournament. When was the last team we've seen a young side like Dortmund make an impact?
Monaco.
And that was 4 years?
3 years ago. Two.
It's rare.
And before that, when was the last time?
And even that Monaco
I'm going to say maybe like Porto. Like but I mean to really make an impact. I mean to make the semis, make a final.
And that Monaco team,
Schalke,
ran out.
There you go in 2011 with Neuer.
Yeah,
or Roma.
But they're not young like these
that's
kids.
not a run.
Okay.
Yeah, but that Monaco team ran up into a very veteran Juventus team.
That's my point.
That's the point.
And I almost saw Spurs to a certain extent in that second half do to Dortmund what Juve did to them last year.
I think if Spurs were to play Juve this season and have that lead like they did, they wouldn't blow it in 10 minutes like they did last season.
I agree.
Because you learn certain things going through these games.
And
I would like to hope you do, but it proves itself year after year.
And that's what I think I saw from that, that's what I think we could take away from this performance from Spurs, was that it was a very mature performance from a team that took what they learned last year in blowing that lead to that veteran Juventus team and applied it to this game against Dortmund. You're right. To Tyrrell's point, this is not Dortmund's strongest lineup, best lineup, but that's what they lined up with. And Spurs can and not just for Spurs, but anybody, you can only beat what's presented in front of you.
Oh, you guys are Prem boys. The reason why I said that is because what they lined up with. That's why I'm not gonna say that's Spurs have shown me that they've grown, because Spurs will go in the next round and get their ass beat just like they did last season, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened. I'm sorry, but Christian Pulisic is playing, and how many games has Christian Pulisic played in the Bundesliga this season? De Hood was in midfield. That backline has never count how many games that backline.
That backline has played less than 5 games together.
Yeah, I was gonna say 10.
Sorry, less than 5.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's still a bunch of young kids playing together.
I think if
it wasn't Pulisic, it was going to be Guerreiro.
But that's at least better. At least he's playing.
He was on the bench. That's a choice by Favre to not play.
Yeah, you're right. It is 100%.
Which is something that I didn't really understand, because I feel like Guerreiro would have tracked back and helped defensively a lot better than Pulisic.
100%. And they went to a 3, and Dahoud doesn't really play that much. He has played. He's featured a bit.
Like, I get why he went to a 3.
Yeah, I get why he went to a 3.
He's trying to match what Spurs are doing.
But
yes.
My thing with this Dortmund side is that they are limited to a degree. And we've agreed that everything does kind of revolve around Royce. And I don't think they're a side that could really break you down. And we've seen when teams have pressed them and when they've been forced to break teams down, they've struggled, and they've been very fortunate to get their goals. They play predominantly on the counterattack, and they weren't able to do that because of the players that they had. Barring Sancho, I mean, Götze was kind of slowing it down with his dribbling and trying to get the nifty 1-2s. Pulisic doesn't look to be the quickest player that I've ever seen on the planet when he was able to get the ball and attempt to break.
I wonder what people think about that price tag now.
Yeah, they're gonna. Oh my God, we're gonna save that for another day. But yeah, I mean,
like, I can't blame them at the same time. Like, based off that lineup as well.
Yeah,
like you're saying, they're limited to what they could accomplish.
Yeah.
But I do still think that I agree with Dan that Spurs showed a composed second half performance.
Yeah.
Was it fantastic? It
But-
wasn't fantastic.
No,
No.
it wasn't.
They got into wide areas and
Yeah.
their strikers ran off the shoulder of their player and got a goal.
I mean, it could only be as composed as the other team allows it to be composed.
Of course, they go hand in hand, right?
Mhm.
I mean, Spurs were at least getting within 5 yards of their opponent. Dortmund were just sitting the hell off. You know, I get why we're supposed to give Spurs credit. Why we're supposed to give them credit. I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna hold on to that. I don't think that tie is completely over. As crazy as that may sound.
I think that's a little nuts.
Yeah, I was
If
going
there's any way Dortmund get back into this, I will be extremely surprised.
They're
With or without Royce.
they're
Yeah.
completely well with Royce. I think they have a chance. They're a completely different side, home and away.
Sure, I
lose to Atletico on the road 2-0. Destroy Atletico 4-0 at home.
I think it changes a little when you get into knockout games.
And I haven't seen. Well, yeah. Anyhow, that's gonna really screw everything up.
it's okay, I'll fix it.
So let's screw everything up for me.
No, I think for Dortmund to get back into this leg,
Well, okay, for them to get back in, they have to kill them.
yeah, but it's going to take a mighty effort at home, and a Spurs goal puts this game out of reach, because I don't see Dortmund scoring 5 against Spurs.
Why?
I just don't see that Dortmund have that firepower to score 5 against this Spurs team. Not that this Spurs team is great, I'm not saying that by any stretch of the imagination. I just don't see that if Royce is out of that next leg, which is not for sure, but I don't see that Dortmund team scoring at minimum 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. I just don't see it.
I can't see Dortmund breaking Spurs down. Spurs aren't going to play an open game to allow them transition and allow space in behind them. Why would they do that? They need to just hold the result. Unless somehow Dortmund gets an early goal or something along those lines, then why would Spurs have to play in the nature that would allow Dortmund
But even
to come back into it?
even an early goal, Fab, doesn't change anything.
But that's what I'm saying. Spurs would be absolutely ludicrous to play into Dortmund's hand. Like you just said, Dortmund doesn't break down teams.
Have you seen Spurs defend their penalty box?
I will trust Spurs to defend a 3-goal lead at this point. Yeah, I will.
I don't know. I watched them against Leicester.
Well, I don't think Leicester we're putting 4 past Spurs.
They could have.
I think it's different.
They could have. They could have.
In this scenario, it's different, especially because it is the Champions League and it's a knockout type of game.
And that gives me more reason to think that's gonna happen. Oh, so we've never seen teams come back in the second leg at home.
no,
Of course not. Of course.
It
happens all the time.
It happens more.
I don't think it's gonna happen
more
here.
than you think.
Just because it happens doesn't mean I'm going to think it's going to happen here.
That's fine. That's fine.
I could go play the lottery and I could win it.
But I guarantee you that in every situation that it happened, you all said, "Oh, that's not going to happen." No, it could never happen. I can't see it happening.
Yeah, I didn't see Barcelona coming back against PSG. Yes, and it happened.
Oh, there's more than that.
I know. I'm just giving you a recent example.
There's more than that. I've seen teams go to that stadium and really get played off the park.
Look,
I've seen Madrid do it.
I just don't see this Dortmund team. If it's that same Dortmund team,
It's not going to be that same Dortmund team.
but you're not sure that it is.
I'm sure.
Who's not going to play that we saw there tonight?
Pulisic,
The one?
Goetze may not play.
The only change is they're going to drop the Hood and they're going to play Royce.
On the back line.
That'll be the change.
And Paco may play.
Akanji doesn't make that much of a difference. Piszczek doesn't make that much of a difference.
Then playing Diallo at left back, yeah. Then playing Toprak at center back.
Diallo would have just played center back anyways.
Toprak hasn't played all season. Toprak was responsible for the first goal.
Those options aren't enough for me to believe personally.
Okay.
For me to believe that that's enough for Spurs to give up 3 goals.
That's my point. That sure you can solidify that back line. And yes, that could make a difference in not another goal being scored. Because if another goal goes in, this tie is over. But I just don't see that you changing up that lineup enough for Dortmund to score 4. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they win. Yes. They could probably.
There's a chance of anything could happen, of course.
Yes. But do I see them scoring at 3, 4, 5? No, I don't. Do I see them playing and putting pressure on Spurs and probably getting and winning at home? They should win at home. But do I see them scoring 4? No, I don't.
They have to do all of that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that first leg result really puts Dortmund in a big hole that even in that stadium, I don't see them overturning.
You've told me everything that you're supposed to tell me.
I know I did.
So you just wasted my time. I could have went on to ITV or BT Sports and let Gary and Rio and all those guys tell me the same thing that you just told me.
Do you want me to tell you something different?
I want you to like give me more than that. Oh, I can't see them scoring. And if they score the away goal, then it's over because then they got to score 5. I already knew
That's
that.
the truth. That's the truth, though.
I already knew that. Okay?
I don't understand.
You're saying, oh, well, they can't score 5. They can't score 4 against Spurs because that backline is mighty strong.
Okay, so then let me rephrase it. What does Dortmund bring in that makes you believe they're going to score 4?
I don't think Spurs are that much better than them. And I don't think that they could defend. I don't think they could sit back and defend that lead like you think they're going to. I think they're going to go out and play.
You think Pochettino is going to say, go out there and play?
I don't think they're going to sit back and hold a defensive line and try and play on the counterattack. You tell me when you've ever seen Spurs do that. Besides Barcelona, and they got picked off the park at obviously 2 different sides of quality. But you tell me when they've tried to do that. Sit deep. Whenever they've sat deep this season, they've looked more vulnerable than when they have tried to push forward.
I don't think it's a matter of sitting deep. I think it's a matter of you can now pick and choose your spots. Vertonghen isn't going to end up in Dortmund's box in the first half unless Dortmund somehow tie the game.
You don't think Aurier, Rose, Davies, Trippier, none of those? Come on.
I don't think they're going to be instructed to bomb forward. I think you can now pick and choose your spots. Is what I'm saying. You could manage the game so much easier with a 3-goal lead. 2-goal lead is a little more difficult.
You're giving them a lot more credit.
You're giving
them a lot more credit.
Surprise me, Dortmund.
You're giving Spurs a lot more credit than they deserve.
Maybe I am, but I'm waiting for Dortmund 100%.
And
show me otherwise.
In terms of how they play, I've never seen them play the way that you're telling me that they're going to play.
Do I think
maybe it's more of Pochettino, you surprise me, or Spurs, you surprise me,
Dortmund have to surprise me. Spurs don't have to do shit.
Because the way that you guys are saying Spurs is going to play, I guarantee you they won't play.
Well, I can't guarantee how Spurs are going to play. That's
but you're telling me that the fullbacks aren't going to bomb forward. Those fullbacks are going to bomb forward.
I think you can now pick and choose your spots.
I don't think that.
Why would any manager instruct them to get out of position when you don't need to? That would be foolish. Then that would be down on Pochettino.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, if Pochettino goes there and plays this open style of football, then if they do get beaten and if they do get bombed, as Tyrrell is saying, then this is on Pochettino. I will give Dortmund their credit, but that's coaching. You go there, you as a coach, when you're up 3-0, have to manage the game, have to manage your tactics, have to manage everything. This is as much on Pochettino as it is on Dortmund.
I hope he managed it. I'll end it. I hope he managed it better than Simeone did when he went there this season. That's all I'll say.
This isn't like if this was United up 3-0 against PSG with the options they have. I could then totally understand what you're saying.
What makes Atletico different than Spurs?
I'm saying United and PSG.
But we see. I'm
You're taking a one-off that happened in the group stage. That's unfair.
You're taking a nothing that I've seen from Spurs be able to do what you think they're going to do.
I will bet much more on them in this situation seeing out this game.
Look, I'm not here going to say that Dortmund are 100% going to go through, but I don't think it's 100% waxed and finished. The tie is done.
Okay, it's like 95.
No.
Okay. I'll let you have your 50-50 split or your 60-40 split.
It's not.
So you won't be surprised if Dortmund win.
I won't be surprised.
Yeah, I'm asking. Will you be surprised if Dortmund turn this around in the second game?
Given the way that given the contrast in the way they play at home and on the road, and if they have a fully fit squad, no.
Okay. Well, we'll have to see.
No. They're a much better home side. They're a much better side when they play at home.
The same Dortmund side that allowed 3 to Eintracht Frankfurt doesn't worry me if I'm Spurs.
No.
The same
team that played at home.
The same Spurs side at home that got bullied by Leicester and lucky that a 19-year-old Barnes couldn't hit the net shouldn't worry Dortmund either. Goes both ways. Spurs have not played.
Of course. So you're trying to convince us on your point, and we're trying to convince you on ours. So we're going nowhere here, running in circles.
Spurs have proven nothing to suggest that they're going to hold that lead.
Well, Dortmund, I think otherwise, but
but they're getting a lot of credit there, and I've seen it in two-legged ties, plenty of times.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Totally switches on you. You should know this, Dan. Last year when Madrid were home and dry, and then took a last-minute 90-minute penalty, no one thought Juve were going to come back.
No,
everyone thought Juve were dead.
Yes,
you yourself thought Juve were dead. Happens every single year. So don't be fooled. Don't think it's done. Especially if I'm gonna put all my stock on that squad. I'm not put all my stock on that squad.
The same way I won't put all of mine on Dortmund.
I'm gonna put my stock on the home side that plays much better at home, and that will not play that squad.
They better hope not.
They can play whoever they want, unless they're getting the Dortmund side from Lewandowski and those guys. They can play whoever they want.
I just feel 3 goals is way too much to overcome. That you can say about that Juventus side that went to Madrid, but that Juventus side that went to Madrid is a hell of a lot better than that Dortmund squad. Who is scoring goals for that Dortmund squad in that lineup?
What lineup? You don't even know the lineup that's going to be playing.
So how could you be so sure then?
I said if it's not that lineup.
Oh, that's unfair.
Yeah, if it's not that lineup. Pulisic hasn't played again. Look at that squad. That squad hasn't played. That Spurs side has played a few weeks.
Whose fault's that?
I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. I'm saying that Spurs side has played a few or more weeks together.
I'll give you that.
That squad is a makeshift squad.
Okay.
So if you're going to think that squad is going to play 3 weeks from now, that's highly unlikely.
There's like 3 changes in the squad.
That backline has never played together. Are we not going to look at
the backline's not going to score the goals.
The backline.
You're saying they're going to score 3.
The backline let in the goals.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is one part. So I'm saying as a whole, you have to judge the side as a whole.
Okay.
You can't just say, because that backline, just because they're not going to let in goals, that doesn't mean anything. That backline is not played together at all.
I give you that.
That midfield, Delaney and Witsel have played together.
They're gonna play in that second leg.
They're gonna play.
Okay.
Pulisic
is not gonna play.
Okay.
Gosa
may not play.
Right.
I named Paco's been coming off the bench all season, so I don't know that either, right?
Guys out of an 11.
But out of those 6 guys that you named, how many of those guys are gonna score your goals in that second leg? That's what I'm saying. I'm
saying that they're a completely different side at home.
I just don't think the inclusion of Akanji, they haven't been a fortress at the back either this season. So I don't see where the inclusion, all of a sudden, Akanji and Piszczek are going to be a fortress. I don't see it.
They haven't lost at home this season.
But it's not about losing. They don't have to win. Spurs don't have to win. That's my point. So Dortmund have never lost at home. Okay. So even if they win...
But you don't think they could score 3 goals?
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm,
Okay. You need to next 3 weeks, run it back. Run it back. Watch their
You
games.
could run it back. It's not going to change what might happen.
Run it back.
But okay,
Run it back.
what was the last time Dortmund blew out a team at home?
Atletico Madrid. Who is better than Spurs?
Okay, one.
They've won 7-0 at home this season.
Okay, but who did they win 7-0 against?
Okay, if you're gonna compare the size that they have blown out, they beat Atletico Madrid 4-0 at home in the Champions League.
Okay.
They lost to Atletico. My point here, they lost to Atletico Madrid at Atletico Madrid 2-0.
Okay.
You watch those two games. There's a huge contrast in both performances.
So then
A huge contrast.
if they need an Atletico Madrid type performance in that second leg.
Okay,
I just don't see it. I just don't see it
that's
happening.
fine. And in that same game, when Atletico Madrid dropped deeper, they were still able to hit them on the counterattack when they did.
So that same side that lost to Atletico Madrid also smashed them. So
Yeah.
those same players that you're expecting this fantastic performance also had a dud.
No,
So it goes both ways too, right?
it happened at the Wanda.
Okay, that's fine. But what I'm saying is those same 11 players could also put out a dud. Just because they're at home doesn't give them these ultimate strength powers that are automatically going to mean they're going to put out a performance.
Well, clearly, the sample size that we're looking at, they play much better at home than they play on the road.
Yeah,
So to hypothetically switch that to say, oh, well, it won't happen because of that.
It all goes both ways. We're running around in circles here because we're not going to agree with you and you're not going to agree with us.
Okay, but I'm hitting you with facts. You're saying, oh, well, it's not going to happen just because it's Spurs.
but I'm hitting you with the fact.
You're asking me, oh, well, who's going to score? Well, they scored 4 goals. And do I have to name the people who scored the 4 goals?
No, but I'm saying at the same they're great at home, but at the same time they're leaking goals in at home. I'm giving you a fact. They're leaking goals at home. So if they leak a goal in against Spurs, they're fucked.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
What do you mean? No.
No, they're not. They're not.
If they let in 1 goal against Spurs, they've got to score 5.
Okay.
Okay, they didn't score 5 against this great Atletico Madrid team.
Because they didn't let it win.
But when they do,
so now it's when they do. Watch the words that you use before you say it. When they do.
but they haven't. What was the last time they kept a clean sheet at home?
I don't know. Fabs, run that up.
They leak goals.
Run that up. And I bet you it was sometime recent too. And then what are you gonna tell me?
But they leak goals in at home. That's what I'm saying. They leak goals in at home. So
Okay, find out how many goals they scored. Find out how many goals they let in at home this season.
Well, now you're asking me to run pure statistics
because
under the gun?
Because that is like, oh, well, when they let in a goal, oh, they leak a lot of goals. I bet you they don't leak a lot of goals in at home.
okay, we'll
See.
Yeah. You guys got to give me more than 2 minutes here.
No, you have these already planned out.
Already in my brain, no?
I'm just saying, if they
you're
leak in,
you're hitting me with what you're supposed to tell me. Just like if United scored 2 goals,
but that's a
no,
different
you're going to tell me
scenario.
if United scored 2 goals against PSG, then
No, but that's a
It
different
was
scenario.
2018 the last time they, 1st of December, last time they they beat a team 2-0 at home. Freiburg.
1st of December.
They conceded to Bremen. They conceded to Mönchengladbach. They conceded to Hanover. They conceded to Werder Bremen and Hoffenheim recently.
Leipzig 1-0.
Not at home.
Oh, on the road.
Down the road.
Yeah.
I'm just saying at home. You asked me for a home facts,
home.
man.
Home.
Come on.
Home.
Yeah, that Hanover result is a 5-1.
You're asking me for facts. I'm just giving you the facts. We're just running around in circles here. That's what we're doing.
No,
Okay.
we're not.
We're having a lively debate. Like nice banter.
No, not really.
What would you call this? An argument? An
No.
argument in years.
Well, you caping for Spurs.
I'm not caping for anybody.
I'm definitely caping for the side that's up 3-0. Whatever cape it is, I'm throwing it on.
So it is what it is.
Okay.
But I just think
You
that,
know my thoughts on Dortmund all year. So
you know my thoughts on Dortmund all year.
And that's
You know
fine.
my thoughts on Spurs all year. You know,
that's why I just don't see it. But that's just
I don't know how you could give them a whatever. You want to give them a 95% chance? That's fine. Been here before. I've seen how it goes. Dortmund could prove me wrong.
All I'm saying is, Fabs, if they do, We're never gonna hear the end of this one.
It is what it is.
No, it ain't. It ain't. It is what it is. If Dortmund win, I don't hear a word from you guys. This is gonna be a silent.
You can have your own podcast that day.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
I'm calling.
Fantastic.
I'm taking one of those TTC emergency days.
No, you stay right here and you remember. The away goal. If they score one,
I hope
the
it's
mighty away goal.
I hope it's 3-0 and they score the cheesiest away goal like the 90th minute.
That would be a Spurs thing. That would be a Spurs thing to do.
Lorente with
That would be.
He blocks the keeper and some shit happens.
That would be a Spurs thing to do.
That's how that stuff usually goes.
Yeah.
All right, so we want to move on.
Nah, Spurs got their ass beat, but at Inter, bro. Come on, man. Don't talk to me about this. Don't talk to me about this. Now you're gonna hit me with if Ajax score a goal. Well, no, you probably would hit me with that.
No. That tie is
what?
Madrid and Ajax? You think it's over?
No. No, I don't think so. I thought Ajax.
Nope.
What?
No.
No. Now you pissed them off. See what happened?
No, I already know where you're going with this. You thought Ajax should have had 3 goals in the first half.
No, I was going to say I think Ajax missed a chance. Ajax needed to finish that game off in the first half, and they didn't, and they paid the price. And I don't want to hear anything.
They had one quality chance.
They should have scored. Then they had a number of quality chances in the first half.
They had one.
No, they had more than one.
That one chance where Buddy hit the post, Tadic, that's not a quality chance.
Oh, but he's got to score that.
Does he?
That's tough. Off
Does
a volley?
he?
Off
He's not a goal scorer.
Off a half volley? That was my biggest issue with Ajax, actually, is that they did not have a striker.
He's not a goal scorer.
That's tough.
The only chance that they should have scored was Ziyech's
the one-on-one?
The one-on-one.
Yeah.
That's one you have to finish.
That's the one. Okay. And that's a good save.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. We'll give them the.
Well, in that scenario, I always fault the attacker more than the goalie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But regardless, it is what it is. But I think Ajax, they played a good game. I think nobody can fault them. Did they have opportunities? Yeah. But once again, I think it's a team like Madrid who have been there, done that, manage the game well, obviously have still one of the best midfields in the world. They could still dictate the pace of the game. They could still pick out passes. I think Vinicius, once again, he's full of energy. He can beat players 1v1. Benzema, I hope people are finally starting to give him a little bit of credit.
Big Benz for Ballon d'Or. Big Benz. Campaign is on 2019.
Cast and all.
He played like garbage for most of the game, but when they needed him, he rocketed it.
That was a great finish.
That's the difference between having an out-and-out finisher on your side, like Madrid have, and not playing with a natural striker like Ajax did. I thought Ajax were a little bit better when Dahlberg came on. He himself had a couple of chances where he probably could have done a little bit better. Mm-hmm. But it's always easy to say a player should have done better.
Yes.
They didn't. It is what it is, right?
Hey. Yeah, their performance was similar to what they did against Bayern over those 2 group stage games. Could create a lot of chances, could really frustrate you, but just don't have that extra bit of quality in the final third. And I'm going to always take Kroos and Modric over Schoen and however you want to pronounce his name and Frankie.
The young kid.
I
found it interesting where the commentator was like, "Oh, if this Ajax side can keep these guys together, they'll be a force." And
didn't he already?
Yeah, I'm like, Buddy's already gone. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
that's just the nature. Ajax has always been that way. Yeah. You don't keep those sides together.
Yeah.
Even then, I don't see that side being a European powerhouse. Even if you were to keep those guys together.
No.
That was a Madrid performance that we've seen on wax for the past 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
For the past 4 years, it reminded me of when they played Schalke, Napoli. Was it Roma? A lot of those round of 16 games were there. They're able to really soak up the pressure. They're able to suffer. There's any of the better teams out there right now, they're the team that knows how to really suffer and hang into games.
Mm-hmm.
And when they got their opportunities, they were ruthless and they finished. And they look better by the week. And yes, they did concede some chances that perhaps they didn't start the game well, but as it wore on, you knew that Ajax were going to be able to press them for as long as they could, and they took control.
Sorry,
I don't really have not much to say.
Oh, okay.
What I saw from Madrid was what I expected, and I don't think they're gonna have any problems in that second leg.
The only I agree with you on the last part. The only thing
We're not agreeing anymore.
Okay.
For the rest of the podcast.
So you're supposed to say the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta say Ajax or
Yeah. You're supposed to tell me what I want to hear.
Okay. The only thing that if I was a Madrid supporter, the only thing I would be concerned of, not in this leg, but in the next, and coming up against better teams, is that they can't afford quality sides that amount of chances that they afforded this Ajax side, because a team that has quality will finish those chances, and then you're in big trouble if you're Madrid. Other than that, I mean, I thought this was a typical, like you said, a typical Madrid performance. They suffered, but they got you those 2 away goals, and they're looking good for that second leg.
Ramos was amazing.
Yeah, there's a little bit of controversy with him. If that second yellow, that yellow card he picked up.
What an idiot! He baited himself out. He said it in an interview.
Yeah.
What a dummy!
So now he's going to be suspended for that second leg, and then the first leg when they get through to the quarters.
And then who knows who you get in the quarters, and then that could be massive.
Right. So
he's getting a 2-game suspension?
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially.
Because Corona for Porto, he got a suspension for purposely getting a yellow card.
Yeah. They put that rule in
I think
of Madrid, actually.
Am I the only one that thinks that each round yellow card should be wiped out? Like group stage to round of 16, round of 16 to quarters. I think the yellow card should get wiped out.
I thought so.
If you get a yellow card in each game, is that so bad?
Yeah, eventually.
Really?
I don't know. I'm only saying that because they do it in the 5 or you have to get 10 in the league before you get a suspension.
In the league, I understand because you're being a piece of shit all the time.
Yeah.
But like,
well, if you get it every round, you're being a piece of shit.
Yeah, but it's a little more tactical. You know what I mean?
I know. That's why.
Okay. There should be a rule that if you get 3 consecutive, then you miss the next game or the next 2. So if you do it like the first 2 games of the round of 16,
I'm gonna take it out for 2.
And then one of the quarterfinals.
You take it out for 2?
Yeah, then they get for 2. Fuck them. You want to be a dirtbag for 3 games in a row? Then okay, now you gotta sit for 2.
Oh man,
you're ruthless.
But I can't fault Sergio for getting 1 in the group stage and 1 now, and now he's gonna miss the next game.
But you know what? The thing is that I think what bothers me is he knew that next yellow card is going to suspend him. So and they all know. They all know exactly. And he knew, or he thinks, that the tie is over. So he said, I might as well get a yellow now. I'm going to miss the first leg, the second leg of that return, and then I'm good. My slate is clean until the semifinals, and you cannot get suspended for the finals.
If I'm Ajax, I'm pissed. So I'm like, this guy thinks that the tie's already over?
Yeah.
I find that's pretty disrespectful, if anything. He's not giving the kids any respect.
Yo, kids don't. Y'all didn't just give the kids respect. Yo, they don't deserve respect.
I didn't know.
To be publicly shamed that you don't matter? I got it on purpose because they don't need me?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
that's ruthless.
Varane could play in the...
I hope so. I hope they don't put Nacho and that young guy out there.
Yeah.
The Spanish kid.
Hey.
I wasn't... Because he played last year in one of the Champions League games.
Yeah,
remember?
He did.
And I was not a fan of his.
So let me ask this question.
No.
Let me ask this question. And this is only for you.
He likes us again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's only for who, me?
Yeah.
I don't want to answer your question anymore.
Well, you're going to answer it anyway.
The hell? Who am I?
I don't
No, it's for both of you. What would be the bigger story? If Ajax turned this one around, or if Dortmund...
Well, we're not going to agree on this one.
beat I know. Or if Dortmund beats Spurs.
Why don't you tell me what the biggest story is going to be?
No, I asked the question.
No, why don't you tell me what the biggest story is going to be?
Oh, well,
or why don't you tell me what you think I think the biggest story is going to be?
Oh, I have to read your mind on
Yeah.
Valentine's
Yeah.
Day? Oh.
You might want to call up your sister. She knows some techniques.
Yeah, exactly. She's sleeping right now. Otherwise, I would.
What do you think is going to be the biggest?
In your eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you're going to say Dortmund.
The biggest surprise?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I think.
given if we're going to base off the scoreline, then yeah.
Damn it, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I know that. Oh, what happened to you guys this week? You media? I'm here killing homeboy for being media based, and you guys are hitting me with the media based answers.
I'm just asking you the question.
Questions. Well, yeah, based off the scoreline, yeah, I think obviously Dortmund is the biggest surprise, but
Can Dortmund score more goals than Ajax? Yeah, 100%.
I don't think anyone is really thinking that Ajax can go to Bernabeu and light it up.
So you're saying that if Ajax turned it around, you would be, it would surprise you. It would be the less bigger storyline than if Dortmund win.
Reword that.
You're telling me that if Ajax advance,
Yeah,
it would be this. It would be less of a
It'd be less surprising.
Yeah, because all of you guys already said that Dortmund is not going through. So yeah, it is. Fabs just said 95% he has Spurs. You don't think that Dortmund, you don't think.
No, I don't.
Yeah. So then, so why are we asking this question?
And he's
Obviously,
speaking in hypotheticals.
nah, don't speak in hypotheticals because I know what you think. So we know what the answer is. We know what the answer is. Y'all killed Dortmund. So that means if the biggest surprise here is Dortmund going through, because no one, you two, including
100%.
including that entire country, because I'm not just saying Spurs.
No,
Okay.
100%.
No, but they think it for the wrong reasons. Y'all,
Think it for the right.
nah.
Okay.
Nah.
I was hoping the opposite.
Nah.
He's grouping us in with them.
Nah.
Shit.
Shit.
I'm grouping Dan in with them.
Hey.
I'm 100% grouping you in them. The questions you asked me. So yeah, the biggest surprise would be Dortmund because no one is expecting them to come back from 3-0. I feel like perhaps myself. I'm not
And the city of Dortmund.
No. See, now there's a difference.
Okay.
The city of Dortmund truly believe that they will
What are you?
behind those 80,000 people.
You have to.
You're not. I'm grouping you in with one of them. Then.
No, you can't because I'm saying that I'm not putting it 95-5.
Okay. What are you putting it at?
Like a 70-30?
70-30?
I'm not a mathematician, so I'm not gonna hit you with no numbers.
Dad could help you with that.
No, I'm
You want me to give you the statistical breakdown?
No, I'm just saying that I don't think they're dead out of it.
How did we get back to Spurs?
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Because he asked a stupid question
Damn, man.
that I didn't want to answer.
I know, you
Forced
danced
to
my
around,
answer.
goodness.
danced around it.
I did not dance around it. I just didn't want to answer it.
That media degree.
Yeah.
You're working well.
You know what? I've seen Real Madrid shit the bed a lot this season. So it honestly would not totally surprise me if Ajax made this extremely interesting. Because it's just a goal. Are Ajax capable of scoring a goal?
They need to.
You want to
Yeah,
talk
wait,
about?
goal.
You want to talk about?
Oh, because they had two. Yeah, sorry. Two, but
They-
one puts the pressure on them right away.
Yes.
They're not keeping a clean sheet. I'm saying that to laugh, but I don't think they are.
I've questioned Madrid's attack. If Bale makes it to that game, if they play Vasquez, that's one less person you really got to worry about in the final third. Is he still capable of scoring goals? Of course he is. Even anybody from the midfield, Kroos, Modric, you give him half a chance from the top of the 18-yard box and it's going to go in the net. There's a lot more quality in the Madrid side, right? But if you're asking that question to me, what would be more surprising? Obviously, based off scoreline, it'd be more surprising if Dortmund came back. But if, let's say, the scorelines were equal, I don't think it'd be all that surprising if Ajax came back.
Does Solari change his tactics in that second leg?
Why should he? He hasn't.
Why would he? Ajax isn't going to change it.
He hasn't shown to play different formations. He plays different personnel. Will he
Yeah.
play? Will I see him play Lucas maybe instead of Bale? Probably.
I'm saying you're not going to be surprised if he hits you with the back three.
I'd be blown away if he hits me with the back three.
We've done it once.
once
know?
in 4 months.
It's gonna surprise you again. What are you talking about? Yeah, Dan. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Well, you want to move to Porto?
No,
okay.
I was trying to stick to the point, and just that you want to talk about teams not keeping clean sheets? No, I'm not going to talk about that. But I just don't think that them at least.
Who's them? Ajax?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they could go there and do that. I've seen them play well, but I don't think they could go there, play well, and get the job done.
It's a big ask.
Those are 3 points, eh? 1, they got to get there.
What do you mean?
I mean, get there.
Like the plane arrives on
Yeah,
time?
they got to get there.
Okay. Well, God forbid.
Okay.
Jeez.
This
turned quick.
They gotta get there. They gotta get there mentally.
Oh, okay. Better.
Okay.
I think mentally it kind of plays in their favor. They got nothing to lose. Nobody's expecting anything from them, no? Do you think that plays any bit of a role in the player's mentality going out there? Saying we can throw a few bodies forward and really not worry. Because if Madrid win 2 or 3-0,
but
nobody thinks any less of Ajax, right?
Yeah. And even a Madrid, even if Madrid score first, doesn't change anything in that scoreline.
There we hear. That would kill you.
No,
he's coming out with all the mainstream answers.
It doesn't. But you gotta play. You
big facts.
I'm gonna call you Daniel Champion or Daniel Becklet.
No, Higginbottom. Which one? Higginbottom?
At least it's the same first name.
Yo, I hate that when they're like, oh, even though I scored, it doesn't change anything here.
You just suffered a goal. Of course, it changes things.
I'm saying
you're shitting your pants now.
I'm saying mentally, if you're there,
they don't know.
No, they do know.
They haven't been there.
They might not even get there, according to him.
The plane may die.
They haven't been there.
God forbid something happens.
This is the worst podcast ever.
Those kids haven't been there. Dusan was playing with Southampton. He wasn't.
He's almost relegated.
Frankie's too young. De Ligt's too young. Tagliafico, I don't know where the hell he was playing.
Ziyech?
They haven't been there.
I don't know. He was playing with Messi before.
Look, man, oh my! I'm gonna use the same logic you used on me.
Go ahead,
so you understand how it sounds.
Go ahead. Do it with my accent.
If Madrid scored that first goal,
yeah,
it's done.
Okay.
They don't have it. They don't have the stomach in them to score twice.
Ajax?
They don't have the stomach to come back from 1-0 and win that game 2-1.
You might be right. Might. Oh, it's possible. I'm going to give you your same argument with Dortmund.
Without the mathematical split.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't think Ajax can do it. I'm just saying.
So what are we talking about?
Okay? I'm just saying, just to argue the counter.
He's trying to be devil's advocate.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we arguing about?
Because otherwise we have to talk about Porto, and I really don't want to get to that.
What?
Yeah, sorry.
Haters.
That's the only reason why I'm stalling.
Should I take over at this point and lead us into Porto?
Yeah, go ahead. I was just trying to be devil's advocate.
Damn, man. Don't advocate anything.
Go ahead. Go, Fabs. Talk about your Porto.
No, actually, I would love to hear your guys' perspective because people hear mine all the time. So I would love for you guys to hit me with what you thought of the game.
Danilo's a very nice player.
Yeah, agreed. It's a shame he got hurt last season and he wasn't able to show himself at the World Cup.
They're alive because of the away goal.
Hey, there
you go.
It was very fortunate, but where other teams could have threw in the towel like Chelsea and felt sorry for themselves, Porto kept going. And Sergio made some very proactive changes.
Wow.
And look who combined for the goals.
Wow.
The 2 changes. Oh, man. So now we're going to go to the Dragão. Very difficult place to go. The only team I've seen really give them the beat down there was Liverpool, and Roma are not Liverpool.
You know that Men in Black pen?
Yeah.
I got hit myself with that after Liverpool, so I don't know what happened that day.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. Well, I can roll it up for you.
No.
We can roll since we're rolling back the clock and everything. We can roll
From the sounds of it, I don't want to watch it.
So, with that being said, I don't think Edin Dzeko's an underrated center forward.
I didn't think he did much.
No, but he did just the little things.
I think they underestimated the aerial ability of Philippe and Pep, and even Eder Militão at times, because they constantly were trying to play balls in the air to Dzeko, which 9 times out of 10 he wins those. He's an absolute force.
Yeah.
But I think Pep and Philippe handled them really well.
They did.
Yeah.
Philippe just shouldn't have the ball at his feet for long portions of time.
Yeah, we saw what happened there. But I don't think Roma really. I don't think Di Francesco really got his starting 11 right. Was there any other option he could have went with? I'm not a big fan of.
But Schick was injured.
Ah, okay. I'm not a big fan of Cristante.
I think Under is still hurt as well.
He is.
So
and they really put the hype on Zani.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna call him Zani.
He's the next big Italian thing.
Like, don't get me wrong, he took his chances extremely well, but that was his only influence in the game was those 2 goals, and the second one was, I'm not gonna say lucky break because he has to run into that position, but it was fortunate that it went right to him.
Post.
You know who set that up? Edin.
Yeah, no, it was a good effort by him, right?
He set up the goal too.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
he shielded off Pep, and
I think Telles wasn't close enough for him. Wasn't close enough to him where he could have defended him properly.
Especially because that first touch that he takes was
terrible.
Yeah.
Don't say it. It was terrible.
It wasn't.
It almost worked out in his favor, actually.
It was awful.
Yeah.
The only other midfield option in midfield would have been Pastore.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Nzonzi if he decided to play as a pivot.
Right. Was Kluivert on the bench?
Yeah. Well, he came in.
Oh, he came in, but he came in late.
Well, okay. And Nzonzi has to play the second leg. I would like to hope.
I feel like Nzonzi plays the
I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know if Nzonzi has the range, the passing range that they enjoy, because like De Rossi was the one that always was dropping back deep to pick up the ball. So it was pretty easy. It was either Herrera or Danilo that would just step to De Rossi every time. They didn't push anything. I didn't think Florenzi was all that great.
No, he was very quiet.
He didn't get into attacking areas. Kolarov had a couple moments here and there, but I thought for the bulk of the play, Porto sort of shut down for 5 minutes. But for a large chunk of the game, not for nothing, not because I'm the Porto fan, but I thought they played well.
I thought you were in the hat too. I was like,
No,
you were in the hat.
No, I thought they played really well. I thought it was in 2019, this calendar year, it might be one of their better games of the year. In terms of the way they defended properly, they controlled the flow of the game at times. Herrera would get himself onto the ball, like you're saying. Danilo would break past defenders if he needed it. He seemed to just stop every opportunity. I thought Otavio wasn't that great, and Brahimi in the first half was not good at all.
Yeah,
he had a good spell before he got hurt in the second half.
Yeah, guy Tiquinho was quiet too.
Yeah, he's our version of a Dzeko in a way, but far less.
Yeah, I know.
Of the ability to finish. Right, he's more of the target man.
Yeah,
that's where they miss Marega's runs.
Yeah,
but I thought Fernando played well. He did what he could do in his role. Right, but the changes worked out. It's a mishit that falls to Adrian. I think he's probably
he finishes that well though.
Very well for a guy who's played a handful of games this season.
Yep.
He's not a go-to option, and ultimately it was a good result. I will also say it was a good performance. Could they have potentially came out with a draw if they defended better? Because at the same token, Porto didn't create all that many chances.
No,
I can't really think of any of other opportunities.
Mirante makes maybe 1 or 2 saves.
Yeah, but nothing where it's like, okay, it's 1v1, clear in on goal.
Yeah.
Other than the Danilo header where he flashes it wide,
right,
where it's like that short corner. Other than that, I can't think of very many. But on the other token, I can't think of that many glaring, other than Dzeko hitting the post in the first half.
And maybe Cristante in that second half.
The low shot where Casillas saves it.
No,
at the top of the box?
The one where he hits Casillas in the hands.
Okay, so maybe there was 2 in the second half where if he's a better finisher.
Yeah, he at least works him.
but ultimately, I think it was pretty even. I think that's probably what a lot of people expected coming into this tie. Roma haven't been playing the greatest. Porto in the last couple of weeks have dipped a little bit without Marega, whatever. But everything is still open at home. Do I think Porto can get a result at home? Obviously, when you're at home. Am I expecting it? No.
We've bored Tyrrell.
You're a
because
bad fan.
Yeah.
you caping for Spurs?
You can't even cape for your own team.
Are you?
No, without Marega, I don't see enough scoring in our attack.
No, I was just waiting for Dan to ask you a question now, and I was just gonna sit back and listen to the question and not answer it and let you answer it.
Oh no, I
No question?
I think Porto are the favorite to go through this. Like,
Yo, man, any pick that Dan picked today is losing.
Pick the opposite.
Is losing the second.
No, I'm with
leg.
him on Dortmund. Screw that.
yeah.
Losing the second leg. Now I have no faith in PSG.
So what
He's
I
mush.
picked Dortmund, PSG.
No,
Porto.
you didn't pick Dortmund. You picked Spurs.
Oh, sorry, Spurs, PSG, Porto, and Madrid. I'm not going to pick Ajax.
Yeah, you were thinking about
You
it.
mushed all the other sides.
Yeah, I mushed them all.
You were thinking about it.
No, I mean, look, I think Porto. I think Roma. You know what? The problem is that you don't know what to expect from that Roma team. You don't know what you're going to get week in, week out.
No consistency.
No consistency. So, could I see them going away and getting a result? Yeah. Could I see them getting blown out by Porto? I could see that happening too.
I couldn't see that. There's, barring some crazy game, there's not enough scoring chances in this side.
Well, you know Porto better than all of us, so
Porto ain't scored 5.
Yeah,
Go
that'd be something really out of the norm.
Yeah.
Recently, they've struggled to score at home
They're
against the league
scoring.
sides.
No.
So
they're not Benfica putting up 10.
no. Well,
Okay.
even Benfica. I'll show you a video after, and you can tell me what's going on in the Portuguese league.
Okay.
No. I don't want to see it.
Okay. Yeah, it's better that you don't, because you're gonna question a lot of things after that.
I don't want to see it. I'm snitching on you too, to all of them. You guys are not getting out of this podcast
Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm snitching on all of
You're
you.
gonna have new guests next Monday.
Yeah.
100%.
You're gonna have your buddy on here.
I'm tired of all of you. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's probably the tie that's maybe most open in terms of
Porto?
Porto and Roma. It could really go either way.
Nah.
No.
No?
We're going Dortmund.
Okay. I almost forgot.
Stop the shenanigans. Stop the shenanigans, guys. Cut the BS. Is Dortmund or die?
Okay, so that's how it is. Jimmy's not going to be happy with you.
I'm buying you all yellow and black jerseys.
I actually enjoy
Maybe-
those kids.
Yeah, maybe that's what I got you guys for Valentine's Day. You guys thought it's a game? I'm definitely not buying you a Spurs jersey.
Wow.
You're
Ever.
gonna wear that.
I
Spurs
refuse.
jersey
Now I refuse to wear that Spurs jersey.
next Tuesday.
Nope, I refuse to. I'm not supporting them. Sorry.
How did we end up on them again?
Because you
This is
guys,
the bad version of
it's the hypotheticals.
When's the next?
The hypotheticals.
3 weeks.
Okay, we gotta wait 3 weeks to have all these questions answered.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yo, you're not gonna have to wait 3 weeks. I'm gonna hit your phones ASAP.
Dortmund are gonna leak goals for the
Yeah.
next 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Who Spurs play? Spurs have some nice games too. It's gonna be real. They play Chelsea. I'm pretty sure they play Arsenal.
I don't even look. You want me to look? Fabs, you got that?
I'm pretty sure they have the two derbies.
You might be right.
Spurs have Burnley, Chelsea, and Arsenal. Yeah, then Dortmund.
Perfect. Get them really geared up for it.
Perfect.
Perfect.
He's licking his lips.
Perfect. Yeah.
Don't you ever lick your lips and look at the camera?
You know I am. And then the little eyebrow.
Oh.
Anything else major that happened? No TFC news? They're still sucking?
Yeah. Waiting to sign that big designated player.
What's TFC Live saying about it?
I have no idea.
Isn't it that guy from Genk? Pozuelo?
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I've
Pozuelo
heard.
who played today?
They're looking to sign him.
Shout out to the Europa League, which we still don't care about.
How old is Pozuelo? I'm ignoring your comments.
You're ignoring a lot today.
Yeah.
It's 27.
Oh, that would be stupid. I mean, that would be really dumb.
Well,
I was thinking they'd get someone in the region of like 22 to 24, 21 to 24. I was thinking something that they could build on for the foreseeable future.
just the problem is who? Like, who are you attracting? Because I would have to assume you're attracting from South America.
That's what I was thinking.
Right?
Yeah.
I just personally I can't think of who comes to mind.
I don't expect you. No. I don't expect that to know either.
We need a South American insider.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe someone in Chile.
Yo, none of these players. Alexis is not coming here.
That's my plug.
Alexis can't even perform on his side.
That may be
plug to BP.
He's a loser. That may be the best thing for Alexis's future at this point.
Who goes to a new side first, Alexis or Ozil?
They both go at the same time.
To the same side. Imagine.
Who's that? Who's taking both of them?
Oh,
they both got to take some wage cuts.
Who's Juventus taking of those two? Oh no, they just got
Aaron. Did we talk about that?
You
guys just laughed off the weekly wages and we assumed that it was all the taxes and whatever.
Yeah, apparently it is. It's more something in the region of like 180 years.
Sounds about right.
Something along those lines.
I will say I like the move because I like Aaron a lot. I just think that he needs to play with someone that could sit and let him push forward. And I feel like Juve needs someone like him who could score goals. The problem with him is just he needs to be healthy.
I just don't know if it's a move that takes him to where they want to be. That's my only question.
It may not.
Like, is he like a key cog that elevates them to that, or is he just a nice another piece?
I like him more than Emre Can.
That's fair. It's just kind of interesting too how you make that signing, and I'm still not sold that.
And I like him more than Khedira.
That Allegri is going to be there next season.
And he probably won't.
So you're making that signing not knowing if the next guy really
wants him.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of these next season type
surprise signings. No, they need a goal scorer from midfield.
No, I hear you on that. I just don't know if it elevates them. You know?
No, it's not a significant difference, but it does give them
an option. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, because everyone else there can't score goals. Matuidi ain't scoring you many goals nowadays. Because I think,
I think Khedira is on his last.
I think they're both on their last legs. I don't know if Matuidi could. I think this could be it for him playing
at a high level.
Yeah, I think you could see the drop off next season. His game relies so much on energy and
he's 31
and work rate. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say it's like going to be like a significant decline.
No. They're both 31.
Yeah,
but I feel like you'll see it. Emery Chan's supposed to fit that role, but I don't really know what Emery Chan is.
He hasn't been great this year.
I don't think he's great, period.
No.
But I don't know what he wants to be or what they want him to be. You know what I'm saying?
Betancourt has kind of stalled a little bit in recent weeks. He started the season very well.
Yeah. But that's expected too.
The ceiling is still extremely high for him on
and
me.
He's still relatively young too, so.
Well, how old's Pjanic as well?
I think he's about 28 or 29. I could be wrong.
Yeah, 28. So Pjanic is still going to be around for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yo, Seth Wenton let you know who else can win the Champions League. We proved we could score Barcelona in the league. Bayern don't have good form. PSG is still shit. United shake my head. Juve.
Oh yeah,
Sam, you're the man.
See, look, you just have to comment on our YouTube videos, and you get on the podcast.
Sam,
it's really that easy.
What does Sam say? Juventus won't make it nowhere.
Wow.
You tell him, Sam.
So who's he back in Madrid?
I guess
he's back in Dortmund.
Oh damn, man. Actually, someone else did message before we end this podcast because I feel like we've gone on a bit too far. There was a comment on it.
Oh,
I like the comment today where somebody was like, "Wow, that was a surprisingly good analysis." I was like, "What?" Like, is that like a slight? Is that do we say thank you or
What did they say? I missed it.
No,
they said surprisingly that was a good analysis.
on the video that I did, he was like, this is a surprisingly good analysis. He saw my face. He's like, this guy don't know anything about soccer.
I think that's what everybody does.
He doesn't have a face on his Twitter.
You faceless bum.
What does he know?
What's that logo? Inner who? You don't know shit.
Yeah.
That's
Hugo
funny.
agrees with you guys too. So if Hugo agrees, then
Well,
it's
it's
over.
definitely going the opposite way if he agrees.
Hugo said that they're a counter-attacking team. So Spurs, yo, you guys are so PR trained.
Oh,
What
jeez.
happened to you in the last week? Spurs only need one goal. Get out of here.
Big facts.
If soccer was that simple, if soccer/footy, since I can't just say
Oh,
soccer,
Be careful.
Be careful.
if it was that simple, man, boy, City would have won the title already. Who else would have won the title? Well, a lot of leagues would have been
Dortmund would have won the title already.
Yeah. Yeah. If it was that simple, it ain't that simple.
Listen, obviously there's anything could happen in any of these
Oh,
matches.
don't hit me with that. Anything happened.
No.
If you're letting him get away with that,
No, I'm not.
okay, just making sure.
No. Whatever. I'm not even gonna bother with you. It's pointless. Wrap this shit up.
Everything cannot happen.
Tell him.
The one away goal does not seal it.
Spurs are gonna fold. Dortmund will score 6.
8.
Yo, I just want Spurs to get their ass beat at some point this season.
That's what you're waiting for. You're so sick of Spurs.
I want Spurs to get their ass beat so badly.
They're sitting comfortably in third,
He's pissed off.
They had a great first leg result.
Son thinks he can score goals and not play well. Nah, man.
Nobody, Harry Winks is able to do whatever he pleases.
Yeah.
Sissoko's had a crazy rebrand.
Tossing in Foyth and who's the young kid that played in midfield? Was it Foyth too? There's a kid that played in midfield against Leicester.
It wasn't Walker Peters.
No. Foyth and
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is he German or something?
I don't
like
even
that?
know.
He looks kind of like German or Dutch
Who's
or
the midfielder, man?
I know it starts with an H. Oh, I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue now. This is gonna piss me off.
Pause.
Whoa, hey. Now I gotta go find it because this is gonna be really annoying. I know exactly who you're talking about. I could picture him. Didn't he wear like 18 or 35 or some shit like that?
Man.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. I'm tired of this Spurs caping. I'm tired of them all.
He's so sick of it.
Yeah, man.
It's funny now.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna join Dan on his Spurs bandwagon just to piss you off.
Spurs.
Skip.
Yeah.
Well, how did we forget about Skip?
Oliver Skip. Is that his name?
I'm gonna search Oliver Skip, and if he comes up, I'm gonna laugh. It is Oliver Skip.
Oliver Skip. Foyth. Winks.
Oh, he's 18 and he's English.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
He's the next coming.
Winks.
Him and Winks.
Sissoko. Yeah, man. This shit gotta stop. This shit really gotta stop. Shit gotta stop.
Watch Kane and Ali come back, and it all
You know?
it all goes to shit.
I told Dad that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They're come back and ruin it. All because Zagadu's bum ass.
Yo, get that streak out of your hair.
Loser. I'm supposed to invest in you, and you come out looking like, come on, man. Anyways, you guys, no TFC news, no CPL news.
I don't think they've even released their schedule yet.
Okay, they're losers. I'm not wasting time on them yet. We're gonna have I told you, we're gonna have a big podcast on them, pause, and it's gonna be like we're gonna have to do it on a random day
Yeah.
and just like literally talk about it.
Is there any
When-
international breaks in April?
March,
End of March?
mid-March?
So we might have a lot more news by then. You should. A month out from season
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, get together, David. Clanachan.
Is that the Timmy's guy?
Yeah, Tim's.
Oh, Tim's.
Yeah. Come on, man. Let's get together. And whoever else coaches these teams.
You already started off bad by putting it on the same day as TFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever.
That's the opposite of strategic marketing. That's how not to market.
Trust me,
101.
we know how not to market here. We're really good at this.
Come on, man. But big weekend this weekend. Chelsea United. Other FA Cup games. Any other big games that really matter?
Big in terms of. I don't think there's like a key game
Okay.
in terms of sides.
So Fab said that.
Actually, Milan play Atalanta.
Okay, that should be fun. Big top four game in Serie A.
We'll see if this nice little Milan run
Yeah.
continues.
If Piatek and Paqueta are the real P's.
The P and P.
Is there another P in that team?
I don't
No.
believe so.
I feel like they should have like a Pacheco or something. Or a Piatti. Or...
Portuguese don't do well in
Yeah, fair enough.
in Serie A.
Okay, the two P's, the double
It's
P's.
gonna be Duvan against Piatek.
Oh, Duvan's gonna slap Musaki or whoever is
It's gonna put 5 passes.
Romagnoli.
Romagnoli.
Oh man.
Anyhow, so FA Cup on Monday. We'll break that. Actually, we're breaking down everything but that Chelsea game on Monday. We're going to do the podcast a bit earlier, but we will get to that Chelsea United game with the big Champions League games. Lyon, Barca, City, Schalke,
Juve.
Atletico, Juve. Yeah, we remember the losers, and
The battle of the losers.
there's one more.
Liverpool.
Liverpool, Bayern. Yeah.
Yeah. We almost.
So we're gonna get that with Chelsea Thursday again. We're gonna break
Yeah.
that all down. Like I said, this could have went for 4 hours, but
Yeah, we still would have been talking.
I'm
about
tired of
Spurs.
talking about Dortmund and Spurs.
Yeah.
To me, they are both losers in their own right, and I know Dan likes them, and Fab's just on his shit today. So
PR Fab.
yeah, you guys are the Prem PR boys. I'm definitely calling
The
you guys
relation
that now.
boys.
You guys make me sick. Anyways,
We are everything he despises.
You guys make me sick. Yeah, I told you, man. I'm here killing Aaron. You guys pull off this? Oh, man. Anyhow, with that being said, you guys got nothing else to say?
I think we've said enough.
We've said more than
This is
enough.
episode 58, I think, of the Interviews podcast. If you did enjoy it, if you did or did not enjoy it, feel free to let us know. You could find the podcast again, or you could download it on Apple iTunes or your Apple device, on any Android app that you use on your Android device, Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You could find us on youtube.com/interviews, where we upload videos every day, or at least we try to break down the big games that happen in the world of soccer/footy. You could also find us on facebook.com/interviews. Like and subscribe, follow and like and follow. How did I mess that up? I hate that. You can find us on Twitter, where the Interviews TV, where Tyrrell does talk about or share my insights on the game, and I do like to retweet Fabs and Dan so that they can engage in Twitter beef. Dan is not doing a good job of it, so now I'm just going to add him in stupid comments and hope that people respond to him. That is the plan. And you can find me on Instagram, the Interviews TV, where I post swaggy pictures and videos of the podcast, just in case you missed it and want to know what we really think, because we kind of put our own little spice onto that as well. And with that being said, this is the best soccer/footy podcast in the world. Don't get it twisted. We are good at what we do. I don't think there's anyone better.
We have faces.
And we have faces. And we just wanted to let you know that. So let it be known that we're here to stay, and we're going to provide you with organic, unfiltered soccer/footy analysis, because we're the best. And with that being said, if no one else has anything else to say, and I could talk for days, but you guys look like you want to go home. I haven't slept since like 1 a.m. last night, so I should probably get to that. So with that being said, it's your guy Tyrell,
It's Fab.
Dan.
and we're out.